Hello, people of Earth. It's your pal, the Orbital Outcast, Rad Gnarly, coming your way with another low-key broadcast. And today, they've once again left us in charge of strong-style wrestling as we look to claim, ownership of the wrestling empire. But before we get to that, I'd like to say hello to everybody in chat or checking us out on VOD. No matter who, what, where, when, why, or how you happen to be in this great big old world of ours, we are happy to have you with us. And we hope the day finds you well. Let me get on over to our GWA screen here. Habba-daboo! As we are in the third week of August, the year of our Lord, 2001. What's going on, Emery? Nice to see you. Wonderful timing as always. Hope you're having a great day. Thank you for the customary introductory hotbacks. Hope you're having a good one. Okay, when last we left our intrepid troops here in Strong Style Wrestling, we just came out of losing a court case to Bobby Heenan. He's still under our employ. Not really, though. They're really not. They don't really want to be with us. Oh, yeah, that's right. They were so severely injured they might never return to anything ever again, which is going to be fun because they're booked to be a manager on the upcoming card. So let's see what happens there. We also had X-Pac coming in to be like, hey, we don't want to fight you, but maybe you can feature me on your show, representing the incumbent, I don't know, whatever the wrestling thing is we're about to usurp, basically. Okay, so starting us off, hot tag team action. We're going to start things sizzling hot, coming out of the activities of last week. Okay, everybody calm down. I'm trying to move people around here. There we go. Okay, so in the challenger side of things, we're going to go Damien Sandow and The Miz, the Hollywood Elite, are going to be taking on Sting's Army for the tag team gold, starting us out here. Coco Beware and the Giant representing Sting's Army, managed by the newly rechristened Old Man Sting. Put that on tag teams, put that on 0 for the time limit, and then standard rules, pins only, anything else goes. Props inside the ring, let's crank it up to a dozen of them. Oops, no tether. A tag team bull rope match would be wild. I mean, I've seen it. It is pretty wild. Okay, and our choices are Red Shoes or Conrad. Those are our only choices. Nothing wrong with them. Those are just our only choices. So, tag gold on the line. Yeah, they're defending the belts. I don't have any other script notes. Like, that's pretty much, as far as I'm concerned, everything we need to do to set us up for the first match of the day. Giant and Coco Beware of Sting's Army defending the tag gold against The Miz and Damien Sandow of the Hollywood Elite. Let's get on to it as I grab some water. Ooh, a nice big outdoor arena today. Wonder what this setup is left over from. Maybe the memorial show we did. There they are. Sting's Army, the tag team champions with Old Man Sting. Their manager. Embracing his more modern era. As he demanded a name change. Oh yes, I forgot. With nothing to stop them, this fight is underway. Giant and The Miz, your legal combatants in this one. Some nice orchestral, or a nice like string quartet in the background. Giant with that. Oh my goodness me! Miz tried to suplex the Giant, couldn't get him up. They both come tumbling down to the mat. Referee Red Shoes Ueno distracted by Old Man Sting, trying to get him out of the ring here. A wild tag team fight to start things off. Damien Sandow trying to get some reps in. As I'm trying to figure out how many pounds is on that dumbbell, little buddy. Alright. We'll see later, maybe. Tag into the other half of the tag team. Hang on! Wait, I've had enough of you interfering the Giant. Go backstage where you belong and stay there. Red Shoes, he's in the match. Red Shoes Ueno, I think, has turned this into a 2-on-1 handicap situation. I don't know where we've authorized the referees to have that kind of power here in Strong Style Wrestling, but the Giant has been ejected. This is now a 2-on-1 handicap match for the tag team titles. Coco with a pin. 2. Almost retains on The Miz. What a situation we have developing here. As now Sandow is legal. Rolled up by Coco. It is Coco solo defending the tag belts as the Giant is left ringside. By the way, World Champion Lance Storm and Manami Toyota at the commentation station for this one, calling the action. Oh God, what a counter by Tag Champion Coco desperately. Oh, he went to his corner to find someone to tag, but there is no one there. The Giant has been ejected from ringside, and Coco must go it alone. How much did the Hollywood Elite pay Red Shoes Ueno to eject the Giant from a match he was involved in? Tired of his interference, says the referee. Again, during a match the Giant is an active participant in. Damien Sandow trying on the belt. He and The Miz, no stranger to those tag team titles, have a real good shot of reclaiming the gold now that it's 2-on-1 against poor Coco Beware. I'm searching around, and it also looks like Coco's manager, Old Man Sting, has left ringside. Coco is all by himself here. What a situation in our opening contest. Referee now distracted by the comings and goings of the Hollywood Elite. Now the Miz must... Listen, Miz has got to get out of the ring. Red Shoe's taking his time getting rid of him. A heck of a mountain to climb for your tag team champion, Coco Beware. 1, 2, it could be over just as quickly, but Coco kicks out at 2. Crowd's starting to sense what's happening here. Starting to rally behind Coco. Trying to do it for Old Man Sting, who was also apparently ejected from ringside. Damien Sandow tries a gut wrench, can't get Coco over. Holding a brick in his hand. Oh, just smashing it against the face. I don't even know what to call that. Corkscrew nonsense. Into the cover by Damien. 2, 3, we've got new tag champs. And a blatant disregard for the rules. The Giant's reputation has been damaged by taking part in such a disappointing match. It was 3.5 stars. It's not the worst thing in the world. The review calls it fascinating. Apparently that's not good enough. A handicap tag team championship match, thanks to the referee. Sting's Army have damaged their profiles by losing the tag team titles. The Miz, his profile is going up. Congratulations to the Hollywood Elite for becoming the new tag champs. Well, let me immediately book a rematch for next week. That's insane. Maybe this time they'll let... Maybe this time they'll let the Giant hang out and, I don't know, wrestle the tag match he's a part of. That would be cool. Very interesting stuff. Thank you so much. Moving on. That's wild. A 2-on-1 tag team championship handicap match because they couldn't do it any other way. All right. Hollywood Elite, now the tag team champions. Let me update my match listings here. And then let's get us started with our next matchup here. There we go. Andrew Test Martin representing the Heenan family. I don't know for how long the Heenan family is going to exist, as Bobby the Brain is... I don't know if they're technically with us anymore. We're going to find out in a second, because if they accompany Test and Bobby Lashley to ringside, then yeah, they're still here. Nothing special, nothing fancy, nothing scripted. Matt Hardy versus Andrew Martin. Matt Hardy representing himself. Andrew Martin representing the Heenan family, and we'll see who he comes out with. Matt Hardy recently returning to Strong Style Wrestling, looking to get back to his winning ways, try to find his footing in the singles division. Got a big test ahead of him, pun intended, as Andrew Martin is soon to be on their way to the ring. Oh, Bobby Lashley also out. And Bobby Heenan here on crutches with one hand. Bobby the Brain is here, bravely. Again, with one hand and using a crutch for support. Okay, camera, knock it off. Okay, Red Shoes and Giant Gonzalez are at the commentation station calling the action here. I'm trying to get a handle on the drone cam as we are underway. Matt Hardy just has a human femur that he's trying to smack Andrew Martin with. Bobby Lashley of the Heenan family also at ringside. Bobby Heenan, I think, fell and is now having trouble. Yeah, he fell in the crowd and is having trouble getting back to his feet because he's in such dire straits. Thoughts and prayers go up for Bobby the Brain, who should not be here tonight, but he's here regardless, after suing the company that put him in this predicament in the first place. I don't remember what we did to put his life in danger, but it's clearly in danger, as he now has to hide in the crowd. Andrew Martin grabbing a little, not even pre-match, a during-match snack for Andrew Martin. Taken up and over by the Hurricane Rana of Matt Hardy, but reversing it. Reverse again into a second Hurricane Rana. And now, Bobby the Brain tempting the fates as he face plants off the guardrail in the background. Meanwhile, inside the ring, his charge, Andrew Martin not faring that well against Matt Hardy to this point. But we are only a minute and a half into the matchup. Bobby the Brain has collected himself off the floor, but Andrew Martin's hurt. Something has happened. Andrew Martin is in trouble. Nice counter power slam to Matt Hardy. And then the double bird from Andrew Martin. Feeling very much the worse for wear. Trying to regain some stamina. World's strongest slam to Hardy. Andrew Martin still feeling it. Trying to get a little health back by eating those ribs. Drops the big leg across the chest of Hardy. Gets caught though. Headlock takeover. And now Matt Hardy just knuckling up onto the forehead of Andrew Martin. You can see, oh my God, the big boot. One of the best in the business at it. Into the crossface on Matt Hardy. Andrew Martin was injured earlier. Seems to have ridden out that storm. Still in this matchup against Matt. To the back of the head. Missed with that kick, did Matt Hardy. Andrew Martin considers himself a thinking man's wrestler. Oh, into the neck breaker by Matt Hardy, causing Test to drop his ribs. Meanwhile, outside the ring, it looks like Heenan's back up for some... Why is the commentation station moved? Bobby Lashley just causing a kerfuffle. We really need to find some medical attention for Bobby Heenan here. Oh, God! Leg layer to the back of the head by Matt Hardy. To the defenseless Bobby the Brain. Came out here on a crutch. Missing a hand was Bobby Heenan. Who, as we said, may never come back full-time to the ring. Don't know what they're doing here now. Up and over goes Andrew Martin, courtesy of Hardy. Now into the STF. Martin able to escape. Jockeying for position. Bobby the Brain just barely starting to stir. Managed to flop over in the ring. Got to get him out of the ring if we could. Andrew Test Martin runs the ropes. Matt Hardy, without thinking, just grabbed the first thing and Northern Light suplexed it. Turned out to be Bobby the Brain, who's now down once again on the canvas. Roll up by Hardy. 1, 2, just 2. Oh, referee knocked for a loop as Bobby the Brain slowly struggling to his feet. Opting to crawl out of the ring might be smart for him. Might be safer. Have a nice little crawl. Up goes Matt Hardy into the electric chair. Tried to hold it into a Queen's Ocean Cyclone suplex. Couldn't quite do it. Could Andrew Test Martin, as his manager Bobby the Brain Heenan finally made his way safely to ringside. Oh, Test! Feeling the adrenaline now. Gut wrench on Matt Hardy. Into the corner. Way up top. What's he waiting for? Okay, he squandered his adrenaline. Just collapses into a pin on Matt Hardy and only gets 2. Matt Hardy clutching at his throat on the way back to his feet. Float over, go behind by Andrew Martin. Nice backdrop suplex. Pulls Hardy back to his feet. Scoops him up. No, Hardy grabs him. Pedigree by Matt Hardy. Dropping him on his face. Trying to roll him into the cover. Andrew Martin trying to fight free. Oh, a lead pipe to the extremities of one Andrew Test Martin. Into the armbar on Matt. You can never discount the fighting spirit of the athletes here in Strong Style Wrestling, or the game's ability to turn momentum on a dime. A dazed Andrew Martin heading toward the ring, or heading to the ropes, rather. Oh. Try to stall that pipe attack from Matt Hardy. Oh, snatches the pipe. Does Andrew test Martin? Drops it. Doesn't need it. Gets Hardy to approach him center of the ring. Oh, spiked him. What a counter by Martin. And gets the 3. Matt Hardy went for a Hurricane Rana or a sunset flip. Andrew Martin turned it into a Deadeye. What's going on, Rob? Nice to see you. Man, Hotbox is my most popular redemption by far. I wonder why. Woo! All right, Andrew Martin pinned Matt Hardy in a positive match. It was 4.25 stars, so I guess that counts as positive. Andrew Martin required stitches after that, incurring some facial damage, and that match will be nursing the wound until next week. No problem. Matt Hardy required stitches. He'll also be nursing the wound until next week. Oh, they busted up each other's faces. Bobby Lashley's happy. That's it. All the news that was fit to print. Bobby Lashley, happy. All right, so Andrew Martin picking up the win there. Let's move on to match numero 3 that I had booked. That's already half set up. Ultimo Dragon, you will instead be facing El Gigante. Ultimo Dragon. Why is this getting all gross? What's going on here? Nothing should be going on with frames. There's nothing wrong with my computer. I mean, there is something horribly wrong with my computer, and its name is Windows Update. But other than that, I'm doing all right. Is the question mark diverticulitis? What question mark? Whatever do you mean? Pump, pump, pump. Let's see. Arena props inside the ring. Doot, 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 doot. Oh, no, we just have to... X-Pac is from a different company, so I have to pick somebody from my roster to face him. That's all. He's a guest! Because normally if we encroach on another company's territory, either we have to fight them, or they put us into a promotional battle where we have to do like either we fight them backstage for the right to put on the show, and then our beat-up competitors have to then put on a show, or we fight them in like a promotional war where it's like 6 singles matches, and we have to win 4 out of the 6 singles match, or 4 out of the 6 matches, because one of them's a tag, to win the promotional battle. Or sometimes you roll up on a foreign promotion's territory and they don't kick up a stink, and somebody comes forward from their promotion and is like, hey, glad to see you. Do you have a spot for me on your card? Which is the case of what happened here with X-Pac. So we're going to feature X-Pac as we draw a bigger crowd than his home promotion and force them out of the territory. So thank you for your help, X-Pac, basically. Anyway, Ultimo Dragon needs somebody to thank because he's about to face El Gigante. Oh my god. What is going on? There we go. El Gigante, half of the Flock of Doom with Road Warrior Raven. Oh, what does that say? Put me in the game! What a pet peeve of mine. Alright, a man who stands alone, Ultimo Dragon. Many pronunciations of his name. Way back when he debuted in WCW, they called him Ultimate Dragon. Ding, ding, ding. Looks like we have... Oh, the Giant, who was chased out of the last match. Looks like he's come back to do commentary for this one, along with Red Shoes. Back at the desk. Oh, electric chair up for Ultimo. Turns into a Hurricane Rana. El Gigante distracted by that guitar. Manages to roll him up. Flock of Doom, former tag team champions. Looking back on the winning side of things in the singles brackets here. Oh, neckbreaker onto the guitar. Ultimo Dragon blocking that kick with a chair, but unfortunately it ends up in the hands of El Gigante. Oh, who decides he doesn't need it. Now a microphone battle. They're gonna spit rhymes at each other. The Argentinian Elegante and the Japanese Ultimo Dragon. Oh my god! Lays him out with a neck breaker out of the tombstone! Somehow Ultimo Dragon picks the ankle. The countering system in this game is badonkulous. Makes zero sense. But it sure is fun to see. Sure is wild. Dropping the big elbow is Elegante. Looks like Ultimo Dragon got out of the way a little bit. Pulls Gigante back to his feet. Go behind by the big man. Stuffs him. Oh, caught him. Counter the powerbomb into a monkey flip to Dragon. Oh yeah, you gotta look out for yourself as the ref. I mean, not to the point where you get horribly distracted like they always do, as he's now like had a little chit-chat there with the giant at the commendation station. But they are all over any sort of interference. Like, look at Conrad getting all in Raven's business, getting him out of there. Stay out of the ring, says Conrad. As we focus our attention on Ultimo Dragon in green, if you didn't know. And Elegante in black and red. I am your booker, promoter, commentator, and drone cam operator. It's all me, baby. What a shot. As we spin around the ring, looking at all the action. Rolls him up, center of the ring! One! Oh, his little legs were kicking and everything. What a feather in the cap of Ultimo Dragon it would be to beat former tag champion Elegante. Oh god, stunner! Conrad trying to line up a break shot or something. Oh. With a ring bell and a stack of cash. Now, Ultimo Dragon just choking the life out of Elegante here. Referee with that safety chair. That great equalizer. In case any of these competitors start mouthing off. Oh, God. Drops another big elbow to the chest. Northern Lights by Dragon! Just a one count. Can't keep the big man down. Gut wrench by Elegante. Into a cover. Conrad well out of position on the ropes for some reason. 1, 2, might have him. No. That delay certainly helped Ultimo Dragon. What a belly-to-belly onto the guitar from Elegante. Don't know why I didn't put him through it. Probably hurts a lot more than it didn't break. Slowly back to his feet. And right back down to the canvas goes Dragon. Courtesy of Elegante and that fat stack of cash. Just stretching his arms out for him. Probably feels real nice. Now into a rear naked choke. Looking to say nighty-night to Ultimo Dragon. Mind you, there are no submissions in strong style wrestling. He's going to have to pin his unconscious body after he chokes him out. Just stuffing that money down his mouth like he's Ted DiBiase. Dragon hanging in there and hanging in there. Might have the endurance advantage, but with the power edge on the side of Elegante, it could sap the strength and will to fight out of Ultimo Dragon fairly quickly here as we approach the 5-minute mark of this contest. Still going strong. No submissions, so another wear down hold, in this case an STF by Dragon, countered out of by Elegante, who now has that ring bell. Drops it again, decides he doesn't need it. Oh, he wants the guitar instead. Hip toss. Into a cover with the guitar. 2 and 3. That'll do it. At the 4-minute and 59-second mark. A hot match, according to this review. A real hot match. Hot. Suffered for losing. That's fine. His status has not been affected. Didn't make a difference to Elegante whether he won or lost. Who gives a poop? And Raven's probably happy. Happy that their client won. Good stuff. Ta-da! Well, that worked out with the music. Ta-da! All right. Ooh, now we have to do our mystery opponent against X-Pac. And wouldn't you know it, they picked the person I was going to put in the match anyway, as X-Pac will be facing Abyss. All right. That's great. That's exactly who I was going to put him against. He is a guest in our promotion, therefore we're doing the default rules. And let's do a script where he's mad that he's here. Oh, I don't want to do hair versus hair. That'd be funny. Oh my god. All right. With all due respect to Sean Waltman, he did struggle with addictions in the past, and Abyss is a bad guy, so him calling out X-Pac for being a drug user makes sense as a bad guy, being like, why am I fighting this junkie? That's what we're going with. As Abyss fights the guest X-Pac. I forget what he's coming from. I forget what the name of his promotion. Maybe Federation Online, I think? That sounds right. Federation Online's... I mean, we're going to find out in a second when they introduce him. But here we go. Exposed as a drug user by Abyss. Your friendly neighborhood monster Abyss. Just looking out for the kids. Yeah, Federation Online, X-Pac. Oh, with China in tow. Ooh, that adds an extra wrinkle. As Abyss will be on his own. Formerly associated with Raven. Formerly associated with Bray Wyatt. Currently out on his own. See China already making her way into the ring. Ahead of her charge, X-Pac, and out comes Abyss. Oh, I am sorry. Strong Style Wrestling CEO Conrad Thompson accompanying Abyss to the ring for this interpromotional matchup. Did not want to see his Strong Style Wrestling star alone at ringside. Locked the medicine cabinet, X-Pac is on the prowl looking for his next fix. Yee, a little too close to home. The cat's out of the bag, and now everybody knows that you're a filthy drug addict. X-Pac, who has 2 words for Abyss. You brought shame on the sport, and everybody who has tried to keep it clean. What's up, Gaming Master LT? If you're so sure about that, why don't you give us a urine sample, Abyss? I guess this is shades of Lance Storm versus Tommy Dreamer in ECW. After I beat the piss out of you, the whole world will get to see who you really are. You piss-soaked freak. Ding, ding, ding. All right. Federation Online being represented by X-Pac. China just belly-to-belly the referee to the floor. Here in Strong Style Wrestling. That's not how you treat guests. Speaking of, nice to see you, Gaming Master. Thanks for hanging out for the first time. Hope you're having a great day. Thanks for joining us on this afternoon. For some nonsensical Wrestling Empire action. As we see... Oh my goodness gracious. I can't make out the second individual. Oh, that might... No, it's not Cody Rhodes. Because he looks different than that. But Tatanka is definitely at the desk. I don't know who the other gentleman is. As the singles contest continues, Strong Style Wrestling's default rule set applies. No count out, no disqualification, pinfall only. The only way to win this contest. You can wear your opponent down with submissions all you like. But even if you render them unconscious, you then have to pin their unconscious body to win the match. That's just how we do things here. Honestly, it's just so it gives the matches a better chance to get a higher star rating, because that's all that matters. The higher the star rating, the more fans show up for the next match. Oh God! Vertebreaker in the center of the ring to X-Pac! Out of nowhere from Abyss! X-Pac playing a bit of possum. I don't know how after a vertebreaker, but he managed. Oh God. Into an heartbreaker by the monster. Trying to slow things down. We're only 90 seconds into this contest, and X-Pac is in rough shape. X-Pac in from Federation Online, welcoming Strong Style Wrestling into a Federation Online territory. Wanted to see if we perhaps had room for him on the card, and room we had. As he is now at the mercy of our monster Abyss, who's now feeling that adrenaline flowing. Wailing away on X-Pac. What a lariat into the cover. 1, 2, 3. The monster wins. You only won because you had help, Abyss. Conrad Thompson will always be there to protect you, he says from the canvas. Conrad Thompson will always be there to protect you, Abyss. You got lucky, Abyss. Try to beat me again. Anyway, 4.5 stars. He wore you out in 2 minutes, but yeah, it was totally Conrad Thompson that did it, buddy. That's fantastic. Okay, Abyss picking up the big win for our promotion, doing us proud. Abyss's profile has risen for taking part in such a compelling match. 2 minutes, and they got to 4.5 stars with the beating that he laid on X-Pac, which is fantastic. That encounter established X-Pac as a face who is supported by the fans. So now when he goes back to his home promotion of Federation Online, he's a babyface, much to the chagrin of whoever's booking over there. So he went and visited another territory and came back with like fan support. We'll see how they deal with that. We've now undermined Federation Online in Southwest USA after setting a new attendance record of just over 6,000. We now have 54% of the territories worldwide. Okay. I hope Bobby Heenan doesn't sue us again for putting him out there today. That's my only other worry. Okay, Natalia, you stay put. Instead of facing Dongal, you are instead facing Mickie James. X-Pac had that X-Pac heat, so people love seeing him get beat. Yeah, that's fair. It must be. Like it said in the year 2000, 2001. So yeah, he'd be right about looking up Uncle Cracker's number at this point. So yeah, that makes sense. Like DX X-Pac would be getting long in the tooth by the end of I think we're actually in like August of 2001. So yeah, he'd be definitely hanging out with Albert and Just Incredible. Okay, we don't have a referee. Now we do. The one-handed Bobby Heenan. Oh my god, how is he supposed to referee with one arm? Spoiler alert, he's not. Instead, Conrad will do it. Default rules set. As this is just a normal matchup. I say normal, but let's do a little something. Let's do 16 weapons inside and outside of the ring. And my favorite, they're going to be large gifts. Love large gifts because they could be anything. In fact, because they could be anything, let's bump it up to 20. They're going to be either inside or outside of the ring. Everything's perfectly, like it's perfectly acceptable to use anything that you find. We're not crowning anything. We have our cast set. There's no real script involved. We just having some activity in our women's division. Mickie James, Natalia. Mickie James, who by the way is stylistically aping the look of Lita. Friend and former SWS roster member. There we go. I shall keep it hardcore, indeed. Just like Natalia Neidhart would want. Come on, do it, do it! I didn't know Ben Stiller sang this. Do it. Oh, that dang guitar. People can't help themselves. They gotta go for that guitar. Coming out with their tag team partner, Hurdy-Gurdy. It's Mickie James, former women's champion. Scores for the women's division. Wants to remake it in her image. And apparently her image is Lita's image. So I'm just as confused as you are. As we are underway in this large gifts match, and a couple of explosions start us off! As Mickie James's grenade bounced out of the ring! Anyway, here's Wonderwall, says Natalia Neidhart. Meanwhile, we got Red Shoes and the one-handed Bobby the Brain Heenan at the desk. Apparently being close to death doesn't stop you from commentating on the matches as Mickie James unwraps a skateboard. It's 1994 in the ring. Acoustic guitar in one hand, skateboard in the other. As Hurdy-Gurdy getting involved here. Conrad's got to get rid of her. Oh, pile driver! Pile driver by Mickie James! Natalia still keeping hold of that guitar. Oh! Mickie trying to smash it with that shovel she's carrying into the STF. As always, no submissions. That is just a wear down hold here in the SWS. As this ravenous fan base, a nearly packed outdoor arena here in Southwest USA, loving the show tonight. And we still have a main event to head your way. Coming up following this, the women's title will actually be on the line. Women's champion Molly Holly putting the belt on in an elimination three-way match against Luna Vachon and Hurdy-Gurdy, currently at ringside, with her best pal Mickie James here. So we'll see how Hurdy-Gurdy fares in the main event as you see Natalia Neidhart hurt, but that does not end the matchup. Perhaps in another promotion, that would earn you a submission victory as she is flailing wildly. But here in SWS, if you break your arm, keep fighting. That's just the way we do things around here. Everyone has health insurance, so it's not like we don't cover your medical bills. Up and over and onto the guitar. Into the cover goes Mickey. 2. Natalya at 2. Conrad a bit out of position on that pin. Oh, now just smothering Mickey James with that skate deck. As you do. Into an STF on Mickey James now. More wear down holds. You can see the wounds of war starting to form. Match taking its toll on both competitors here, as well as hurdy-gurdy. Trying her best to stay at ringside as Mickey James has set the guitar on fire. In an ode perhaps to Jerry Lee Lewis. She has set the guitar aflame. Oh God, what a spear. I mean, there's probably a guitarist that set their instrument on fire, and I can't recall them. But I know Jerry Lee Lewis used to set his piano on fire. Natalya with the ankle lock. Forcing Mickey James's chest onto the burning guitar. Smothering it with her torso. And she's got that ankle locked in. Until she releases the hold, gets caught in a triangle. Picked up, deadlift, powerbomb onto the guitar by Natalya. Small package by Mickey. 1, 2, no. What a wild ending that would have been. Back and forth the action goes. Where it stops, nobody knows. Mickey once again with the guitar. Hurdy-gurdy, distracting referee Conrad Thompson once again. Mickey James with the neck of the guitar wrapped around the neck of Natalya Neidhart. That's another symbolic victory for Mickey, but that tap out does not count. Hurdy-gurdy in to help her tag team partner. This might draw the ire of Natalya's tag team partner, Beth Phoenix, when she returns from injury. These two might see themselves in a tag team match next week, he says, booking the tag team match. Beth, Nat versus Gertie. And Mickey. I mean, it's dependent upon the result of the main event, where hurdy-gurdy has a chance to be women's champion. But we'll see. Even if she wins the belt, we could put her in a tag. Just means she might have to contend against Natalya or Beth Phoenix for the title first. Natalya trying to slow things down, get her wits about her. As you can see, she's definitely the worst for wear of the two competitors here as we approach the 4.5-minute mark of this contest. Up and over goes Natalya. Oh dear. Went for the leg drop and just hit nothing but skateboard. Did Mickey James. Now she's got the guitar strapped on. Scoop and a slam with the guitar. The momentum of which threw Mickey James forward. Now trying to position Natalya Neidhart just so. Go behind. Sends her off the ropes. Grabs the skateboard, does Mickey. Up and over and onto another gift. Oh my God, right between the shoulder blades, landing on that small gift. No idea what's inside. If it's jagged, if it's soft, if it's squishy, if it's, well, we know it's not explosive. It would have blown up. Leg lariat to Natalya. Double stomp from hurdy-gurdy. Essentially another 2-on-1 contest unless Conrad can get hold of this. There he goes. Chastise hurdy-gurdy face to face. Try to keep her out of the ring. Natalya up and over. Dropping the thumbtacks. Conrad making the count on the thumbtacks. 2 and no. Out of position once again was Conrad Thompson. Distracted once again by hurdy-gurdy. Center of the ring. Mickey James misses, hits the thumbtacks. Firmly in command is James. Up to the top. Oh, batters her with a skateboard off the top. Toying with Natalya now. As we approach the 6-minute mark of the contest. Natalya using the ropes to get back to her feet. Grabs the skateboard. Gets caught by Mickey. Mickey desperately grabs the skateboard back, double stomp to Natalya. Just wailing away on Natalya Neidhart. Sweeps the legs out. Mickey James goes into the thumbtacks. Leg grab, backdrop. By Natalya, still in this thing. Trying a different present, gets distracted. Set, hang on, rolled up, sunset flip by Natalya. 2, no. So close and yet so far for Neidhart. Oh my god, just wailing away now with that shovel. Into the single leg crab. That popped the guitar loose. That might be what Natalya wanted all along. As the thumbtacks are repositioned by the referee to center of the ring. Mickey's got to get out of this hold, or Natalya has to release it, and Mickie James powered her way out. Rope breaks don't save you. No such thing. In the default SWS, hang on, SSW rule set, that's it. Strong Style Wrestling. There it is. There, you see it on the side of the ring. Strong Style. Natalya with that bag of thumbtacks in hand. She having mine here. Oh, drops it in front of her. Scoops it back up. Looks like she took a swig from the thumb. Oh, now they're fighting over the thumbtack bag and the skateboard. Into the cover goes Natalya. One. No, not even a 1 count. Says Mickie James, powering out before the count of 1. Double stomp, didn't get all of it. I think Natalya may have blocked it partially with the skateboard. Jumping DDT to Mickie James. Into the cover goes Natalya. 1, 2, 3. Natalya with a huge win. Keeping it hardcore. All right. An exceptional large gifts match. Profile suffered for losing. That's okay. It just means her agility went down and her popularity is only in the high 80s. No problem. Natalya's profile has improved. You got it. Oh, what's up? No offense to Bobby Heenan, but I'm not sure I need a manager at ringside anymore. Oh, Bobby. Yeah, okay. Sorry, Bobby. Thanks for understanding, Conrad Thompson. I can't wait to strike out on my own. I mean, you're not on your... Look how disappointed he looks in the background. Also, he's real hurt. And there's no guarantee that he'll ever come back. So, it's okay. Test is no longer managed by Bobby Heenan. Alright, main event time. Ooh, we're almost ready. Hurdy-gurdy. Molly Holly. And who was the third one? Luna, I think? I think Luna. Yeah, Luna. So Luna should come out with Bam Bam. I don't think they will. Hang on. Hang on, let me check out some, Okay. Yeah, why are you by yourself? Relations. Manager. Bam Bam. Story friend. There we go. Real fan Gangrel. Yup. Okay, there we go. So they are now... Bam Bam will now come out with Luna Vachon. Hurdy-gurdy should be accompanied by Mickie James, and then Molly Holly's on her own. We have ourselves elimination. You would call this a three-way dance if this were ECW. But this is, in fact, a three-way elimination. I mean, it's still a three-way dance. It's a three-way elimination match for the Women's Championship. We're going to put some extra weapons in the ring. We're in and around the ring. We're not going to say what they are. We're just going to let it play out before us. And everything else looks good. We're going to defend the titles. It's elimination. Again, it's pinfall only. No count out, no disqualification, no rope breaks, no submission. Pinfalls have to happen in the ring. There'll be 2 eliminations, and the last woman standing is going to be your Women's World Champion. Let's do it as an announcement. Let's do it as an announcement. There we go. The referee introduces each competitor. I mean, they won't do each of them, but they'll do Hurdy-gurdy and... Oh, they'll do Luna Vachon and Molly Holly if I do that. Hey, Rocco, what's going on, buddy? Nice to see you. Doing well. How are you doing? How are things? We got a lot of snow these past couple days. So other than that, I've been doing well. Like, I don't hate the snow, don't get me wrong. The only thing that bothers me about it is that I'm way less mobile. Because I'm like, you know, I'm a 10-minute bike ride outside of town. But if it's snowing heavily, I'm an infinity-minute bike ride outside of town because I'm not taking my bike out. Anywho, 3-way elimination match for the World Women's Championship. Introducing first one of your contenders, Luna Vachon with Bam Bam Bigelow. Bam Bam coming out with a fire extinguisher. That's a new one. Oh, we got another guitar in the ring. Can't get rid of him. One of the 2 contenders to Molly Holly's World Women's Championship. Out comes contender number 2, Hurdy-Gurdy. Not accompanied by Mickie James. I thought she might be since they're tag team partners. I guess not. Mickie James, having just competed in the last matchup, perhaps taken some time away to nurse her wounds. Was just defeated by Natalia Neidhart, in fact. And out comes Molly Holly on her own, the Women's World Champion. As I take a sweeping look at Bobby the Brain Heenan. I can't get the camera around the... There we go. And Manami Toyota calling this one. Manami Toyota featured twice at the commentation station this week. All right, get in the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this Women's World Championship three-man. Let's just go 3-way elimination match. Hurdy-Gurdy already has the guitar. First, weighing in at 147 pounds and standing 5'8", please welcome Luna Vachon. What's up, Luna? And now the champion, Molly Holly. We're not going to acknowledge Hurdy-Gurdy and her guitar. Ding, ding, ding. I'm your referee, Red Shoes Ueno, so let's ring the bell and find ourselves a wiener. Yeah, Red Shoes is on thin... I'm not on thin ice. Oh my god, what a maneuver! Bam Bam like hip toss Hurdy-Gurdy, and she ended up like riding Molly Holly down to the ring. That was weird. That was dope. Earlier tonight, during our tag team title match, this is a controversial referee assignment, because earlier in our tag team title match, to start us off this afternoon, Red Shoes Ueno ejected one of the competitors from the tag team championship team. It was Coco Beware and the Giant facing... Who did they face? Coco Beware and the Giant facing the Hollywood Elite, and then Red Shoes Ueno ejected the Giant. So Coco Beware had to defend the tag team straps on his own against The Miz and Damien Sandow, and they made short work of him and won the belts. So we're going to have a rematch next week. Sting's Army, Hollywood Elite for the tag straps. As this women's world title fight is well underway here, and Bam Bam Bigelow making himself known in a way I was not anticipating. Getting very involved in this matchup. Something's on fire. It's the microphone. The microphones in the face of Molly Holly are on fire. Good thing there's a fire extinguisher nearby. Got a hot mic. Got a couple hot mics. Oh, now the sign's on fire too. It's spreading. Hurdy-Gurdy with those double stomps. Some of her most effective offense, as seen in the last match with Mickie James and Natalia. As the sign and mic continue to burn on one side of the ring. Hey, let's get a nice campfire shot of it. Ah, through the flames of hell, the match continues. There, the fire eventually went out. You can still hear it, though. Maybe something else is on fire at ringside. There, that flaming mic. There you go. Oh, a deadlift powerbomb by Molly. Countered into a triangle by Luna. You enjoyed the AEW Women's Casino Gauntlet match? Yeah, it was fun. Hey, Rocco, what'd you think of Megan Bayne and her, she finally debuted on the proper AEW roster? What'd you think of the new lady? Or the new addition to the oh, the talent pool. I feel like the AEW's women's division is just getting better and better. You could have made an argument for pretty much every woman in the Gauntlet match getting the title shot. I mean, obviously, I know the story is Tony getting back there. Hang on, speaking of... Hurdy-Gurdy trying to pin Luna and get one step closer to the gold. Luna out at 2. But honestly, you could have made a compelling argument for, like, I don't want to say all of them because Harley Cameron was in there, and Harley Cameron is fantastic comic relief / getting to be a better and better wrestler all the time. So maybe not her, but pretty much everybody else, you could have been like, yeah, I could see that as the title fight. But, I mean, the obvious choice would have been Tony, and that's what they went with. Natalia feeling that adrenaline! Gets countered by Luna! Red Shoes out of position for the call. Has to roll through. Hang on. Hurdy-Gurdy. 1, 2. Molly Holly out at 2. We almost had a new champ. A guaranteed new champ at the conclusion of this matchup. Was almost the case. Nice drop kick by Molly Holly. Oh, throwing German by Luna. Target on the back of your reigning World Women's Champion. Molly Holly here. Two contenders, two competitors, two eliminations must occur in this one. Hang on. One. Molly out at one. Strong kick from the champ. Hurdy-gurdy now rolls up Luna for two. Yeah, Rocco, I don't disagree. They weren't doing much. Like, the House of Black was a fun concept, and it did wonders for Julia. And Brody King didn't need it, but he's fine. I don't know what Buddy Murphy's going to do, because he is interesting to watch in ring. Like, he's solid to good at all times. Like, I've never seen a bad Buddy Murphy match, but I've also never seen a Buddy Murphy match that I was emotionally compelled to invest in any way, shape, or form. You know what I mean? Like, he's really good at the moves. He can move. He probably times them well. He probably sells well. Like, I don't really, you know. But in terms of, like, personality, like, compelling reasons to be a compelling character, like, driving people to give a hoot about why you're fighting, I've never really seen anything from that guy that was like, yeah, that's my dude. But he'll be in a match and be like, that was nice, that was fine, that was good, you know, like polite applause. Like, he's a golf clap kind of wrestler, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you did the thing, that went great, good for you. But I don't know, and I would love to find them. Who out there is a diehard Buddy Murphy fan that's like, that's my guy, ah, because I don't think they exist, unless it's maybe Rhea Ripley. You know? As we roll back and forth in this title fight, Luna Vachon trying the belt on for size, as Red Shoes is dealing with her main squeeze, Bam Bam Bigelow at ringside. Oh, hurdy-gurdy shoved into the ropes by Molly Holly. A reminder, there's going to be 2 eliminations in this one before we have a winner. Molly Holly's Women's World Championship on the line, a 3-way dance. Our first main event of 2 for this afternoon, as I got my big bottle of water with me. Oh, dear Lord! Oh, it's the microphone. I thought the title was on fire. Got a real hot mic once again. Real hot mic. Real hot mic. Oh, it spread to the guitar! Which hurdy-gurdy is now strapping on! Wow. Oh, hang on, she's caught. Molly Holly can't maintain the pin because of the flames on the chest of hurdy-gurdy. As we approach the 6.5 minute mark of the first of 2 main events. Got to spit hot takes with that mic? Absolutely. A lot of feedback. It's a hot mic. Oh, powered out of it into a spear by hurdy-gurdy. Talk about my guy is Powerhouse. Yeah. Powerhouse Hobbs looked great. All he had to do was put in a good showing, and they made him look real strong. Like, he got a kick from some stuff. You know what I mean? Like, he got some real good near falls where he, like, kicked out of some of Moxie's tougher moves, and then eventually, like, just the numbers game played into him. That little shit Wheeler Yuta, you know? Yeah, I enjoy it. They're doing a slow burn. They're trying to build heat on the Death Riders by giving them a lot of, like, dominating spots to close shows and stuff like that. I'm very curious to see how this 12-person match goes on Collision, because I feel like the Death Riders and the Learning Tree are going to beat the crap out of each other, because I don't think, like, they should get along either. Dear Lord, action in and outside of the ring. I'm so glad the Sticks of Dynamite haven't come into play yet. Luna Vachon wearing the World Women's Championship, a belt she has not earned. It is still technically in the possession of one Molly Holly, your reigning and defending champion. In this 3-way dance, release German sends hurdy-gurdy sailing over the ropes to the floor. As we're creeping up on the 11-minute mark, no countouts, no DQ, no time limit, no submissions, no rope breaks, pinfalls in the ring only. Anything else goes. As now Luna Vachon has grabbed the commentary desk and is dragging it into the ring. A symbolic win there for hurdy-gurdy, forcing Molly Holly to tap on the floor, but it will not get her the belt. Luna at a loss here, grabs the guitar, as you do when you're bored. Oh, hang on, Red Shoes drops the commentation station onto Gurdy and Molly. Another controversial ref decision by Red Shoes Ueno. Molly back in the ring. Hurdy-gurdy can't cartwheel her way out of the mess of the desk on the floor. Now she does. Oh, God, what an attack with that guitar. Gurdy straps it back on. Going at it tooth and nail with Molly Holly, center of the ring. Bam Bam in the ring now. Trying to help out his main squeeze, Luna. Red Shoes on the outside with a weight plate. Just kind of chilling, I guess. Waiting for the situation to boil over, perhaps. As we're now over 9 minutes into this contest. First of two main events of the afternoon. Women's Championship on the line in this one. Our next main event for our next bout of television will be for the world title as world champion Lance Storm, SSW's Fightness world champion, is once again putting the belt on the line after a controversial retention of the title last week in a match so insane it broke the stream. We had to restart the matchup. In the first iteration of a four-way elimination match, Lance Storm was eliminated first, so we were guaranteed a new champion, but that match broke the stream. When we restarted the match later, Lance Storm was eliminated second, so we were again guaranteed, quote-unquote, a new champion, as Old Man Sting and Miz were left to fight each other until the time limit expired, resulting in a draw, and Lance Storm retained the gold. That's right, a rare instance where we had an evening of time limits in the SSW because the territory liked time limits. So I gave every match in a half-hour time limit, and nothing was settled between Sting and The Miz. So Lance Storm retained the gold. An amazing turn of events for one Lance Storm. Like we said, the first version of the match broke the stream. We had to shut it all down, reboot everything, get it all back up. All right, Emery, thanks for hanging. Enjoy your sleep. Nice to see you as always. Have a good weekend, as I'm not going to be back on the air until Monday. We are still going at it in this one. Not an elimination yet. Luna Vachon, Molly Holly, and Hurdy-Gurdy all active in this matchup. Molly Holly's title on the line. Currently physically in the possession of Hurdy-Gurdy, but up comes Molly. Down goes Molly. 1, 2, 3. Molly Holly eliminated before she could reverse it. And we're going to have a new women's champion. Too busy to have a good time? Aw. Well, I hope you, whatever it is that you're up to that you're busy with, it isn't too strenuous, and you get it done in short order. And it's satisfying once it's completed. Like whatever it is you're up to, once you're done, there's a sense of accomplishment, and you learn and grow a little from it. That's all we can really hope for. Have yourself a great day. Hurdy-Gurdy and Luna Vachon contending to see who will become the new World Women's Champion of Strong Style Wrestling. This just in. Oh, a tap by Luna Vachon, but this just in. If Bam Bam Bigelow's main squeeze, Luna Vachon, wins the Women's Championship, Bam Bam himself will be added to the men's title fight next week. If Hurdy-Gurdy wins, Hurdy-Gurdy will be involved in that women's tag team matchup as already booked. And Bam Bam will continue his currently booked singles match. Hang on, speaking of Hurdy-Gurdy, she's just won the gold! Hurdy-Gurdy out of nowhere! A mesmerizing World Women's Championship match, and we have a new women's champion to boot. So Hurdy-Gurdy wins, so that tag match still takes place. Bam Bam still faces who I have Bam Bam set to face, and all the other matches are still good. Okay. So, Molly Holly will not be available next week because of facial damage occurred in the matchup. That seems to be a running theme tonight. That's the third athlete to suffer that. Congratulations to Hurdy-Gurdy for becoming the new Women's World Champion of Strong Style Wrestling. Luna Vachon's skill has gone up for participating in such a good match, and now we'll have something about our final tally here. Strong Style Wrestling has strengthened their following in Southwest USA after setting a new attendance record of 8,976 people. And now, we advance a week. Oh, now we broadcast the show. Woo! See how we did. Ah, yeah! We held steady at 96% approval rating as the #1 wrestling promotion in this world. You got it. Now, did we make any money? No, we did not. No, we did not, because the expenses are going to be in the 40,000s. Oh, close, close. Yeah, we made 7 grand-ish. 6 or 7 grand. Look at us go. 4th week of August, we have nothing booked. Oh, hang on. Wrestling Revolution's profile has risen to 90% after putting Jushin Thunder Liger on the cover of their 2001 video game. Good for them. All American Wrestling has undermined Weekend Warriors in Ethiopia. Okay. Strong Style Wrestling's profile has risen after going with a retro developer for their 2001 video game, which has since been downloaded millions of times. So we also did great. Lance Storm is upset he wasn't on the show. That's fine. You're going to be on this week. Christian Cage is upset. That's fine. You're booked this week. Nobuhiko Takada has been released by Rising Sun Puresu and must now make his ends meet on the independent circuit. Okie dokie. Toshiaki Kawada is sad that Takada has left Rising Sun Puresu. Oh yeah, the back and forth between Double J and MJF was rough. MJF has been cutting the same promo for months now. Like, it's just, his tactic against every person is the same. Like, it's just the same every time. I just don't want to hear it anymore. Nothing against Jeff Jarrett. I like that they pivoted to putting Jeff Jarrett, like, strengthening his association with Dustin Rhodes. Like, I thought that was good, because he's the other sort of, like, grizzled vet on their roster of, like, a similar background and things like that. Okay, we got to proceed because we don't have anything booked. We just get news. So we're going to fall here. We're going to be in 2nd place. Oh, no. We went up 1% somehow, putting on 0 shows. So it's just going to cost us things. Yeah, it's just going to cost us. It's, you know, no big thing. Just going to cost you 40 grand. Nah, don't worry about it. You make like 6, 7 a week. That's no big deal. If you skip a week, it just costs you 40 grand. Pih. Ridiculous. Why don't we have any more sources of revenue? Like, I don't sell merchandise. Nothing. Nothing. Anyway. All right, so all the purple is us. We are purple in this scenario. Everything that's purple is everything the light touches and turns purple is us. We have most of the game. They hate finishers in Iceland. Can't do anything about that. Let's see. We love strikes and hate furniture in Ethiopia. We love giants and hate midgets. We love hot crowds and hate referees in Turkey. Let's go there. They like to be excited. Oh, I'm sorry. Suddenly they're in the Congo now. Okay, so they're just giving All American Wrestling territories. They're just giving them to them. Sheamus is done with them. Lance Storm's feud with The Miz is over. I don't know. He wasn't even feuding with The Miz. Matt Hardy's back. Test is back. Molly Holly's back. So those are our 3 facial injuries. They're all back. Super Lucha Libre in China has fallen. Bad News Brown has renewed his contract with Maple Leaf Grappling. Good for him. And Haku has left Weekend Warriors to go to Wrestling Revolution. Good for you, Haku. What do we got here? Listen, we're interested in bringing Dangal to All American Wrestling, says Vince. She's still under contract for another 39 weeks, but would you be willing to release her for $125,000? I'm going to say no once, see if I can get to 150. Nah, I'm going to keep Dangal. She's my newest wrestling star. What would you say to 154? Yeah. That's more than doubling my money. Dangal now belongs to All American Wrestling. No problem. They're my least popular female star. I can't stay in the same building as an a-hole like Andrew Martin for a moment longer. Strong Style Wrestling isn't big enough for both of us, so either he goes or I do. Old man Sting. You have to learn to coexist. Sorry, I didn't intend to cause any trouble. I'll just try to stay away from Andrew Martin. Old man Sting! Don't be getting grumpy yelling at clouds. Turkey is Rising Sun Puresu territory, so what business does Strong Style Wrestling have here? Now we gotta fight him. I'm sure you were hoping to turn this into some sort of spectacle that only benefits your brand. Uh-oh, Masahiro Chono standing back. But your roster won't even survive long enough to perform a show if you don't turn back now. Oh, buddy. All right, I'm getting my buttons ready. Do your worst. I'm getting my buttons ready. Coming here was the biggest mistake you ever made. The beating will give you is too extreme for TV. So now I got to fight them backstage. Here we go. Ding, ding, ding. How do I switch people? There we go. I'm switching people. Okay. Get up, get up, get up. All right, Midwinter's been eliminated. That's one for us. How do I get you? Anoki. Where's Anoki? There we go. Terry Funk, eat it. Ugh, I'm Conrad Thompson, by the way. I can't not be during this. No, that Natalia, you fool! Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Get out of there, get out of there. I can't even see myself. Get out of there, get out of there, get out of there. Get out of there, get out of there, get out of there. Oh, Anoki's gone. So we're 2 up on him now. Where's Kenta? Anoki's gone. Lucy Lakes? That's who, I guess. No. Nope. There, take that! Dana White, I think, just chilling. I don't know who that is, but I think that's Dana White. I don't know what the buttons are. Stop picking things up. That's a button I don't want to hit anymore. That's for sure. There you go. Lucy Lake's done. Velvet Sky. I don't know why they chose all of these. I mean, we have women fighting for us too, so I guess it's okay. I was gonna say I don't know why they chose this in particular. Man, I really wish I could do anything to see. That'd be great. Get out of the way, Raven. Hayabusa. That's Hayabusa? Oh, Kabashi's done. Ugh. I'm so sorry, Hayabusa, as I drop you on your neck. Oh yeah, I forgot. I have to do the mouse to then do the camera while I'm using my keyboard to control my character, because this game is easy to use. It's really built with the user in mind. Okay, does Dana White part of this? Oh, Test is gone from our side. That's the first one of our people go. Okay, can you show me my... Can I be back on the screen now? Oh, suddenly I'm Bobby Lashley. Hayabusa's gone. Why am I suddenly Bobby Lashley? Velvet Sky's gone. That's great, but again, why am I suddenly Bobby Lashley? Dana, you part of this? You hunk of garbage, you? Eat it! I'm gonna beat the crap out of you with an apple. Nope. Not at all. That should not drop Bobby Lashley. What are we doing? How do I get out of... I don't know how to get out of moves. I never played this game. I just book it. Get me out of the move. Somebody come and help me. There we win. Great. You only help because you only won because you had helped Drew McIntyre. The great Sasuke won't always be there to protect you. Yeah, you tell him, Velvet Sky. Meanwhile, Bobby Lashley's still in an ankle lock this whole time. Okay. We won a backstage confrontation. Not affected. Hayabusa's strength has risen after getting his ass kicked. Antonio Inoki's agility has risen after getting his ass kicked. Terry Funk's strength has risen after getting his ass kicked. Thank you, finally. Midwinter has damaged the reputation of Rising Perezu by getting his ass kicked. Conrad Thompson, nothing. Raven's strength went up, but again, they were on the winning side, so that makes sense to me. Abyss's skill went up because we won. Drew McIntyre raised the profile by winning. Strong Style Show and Turkey can go ahead after we fended off Rising Sun Puroresu. What a bunch of nonsense. Now my roster's all beat up, and we're going to put the card on anyway. Okay. So strange. Oh, except I can't, because my first match features a person that's no longer on our roster. Let's go find... I'm going to go to contract here. Let's go find a lady to hire. Because we need another lady for our women's division. Oh my god, wouldn't it be great if we hired Lucy Lakes, who we just beat the crap out of? Yeah, you get your butt kicked and your skill goes up, because I guess you took a really good beating? I guess? Wait. Bull Nakano! You want to come work for Strong Style? How about... I'm going to give you the same contract I literally give everyone. $2,500 a week for 6 months. What do you think? Boom! Alright, so Dangal no longer with the company. We signed Bull Nakano instead. I think we're doing okay. I think we're doing just fine. As I slot Bull Nakano in to our women's division. There we go. All right, see you in a couple weeks, Bull Nakano. Feels good. I still can't use you in the opening matchup, but that doesn't mean I can't put an opening matchup on, as Manami Toyota will now be facing... Oh, I wish you were here. Beth, welcome back, Beth! Oh no, it can't be Beth. Yeah, I'll put Luna here. Alright, we'll put Luna in that. He's not back yet. We only have 5 more weeks with him, and he's in trouble. He was severely injured, as you can tell by the fact that he only has 1 hand. Okay. Standard rule set as we move toward our second main event of the afternoon, as we start our second TV show just now. Cast is good. No script. These are actually 2 baby faces facing each other. We're just getting in there and doing our thing. They love... I forget what they love and I forget what they hate. It's fine. We'll be fine. Off we go! Singles activity in the women's division. Red Shoes and Bobby the Brain at the desk. Conrad Thompson, your referee. Out first, the still winless Manami Toyota. 0-7 in her Strong Style Wrestling career, I believe. Conrad looking a little worse for wear after being involved in that backstage brawl earlier tonight, before the show could even begin. As now Luna and Bam Bam make their way to the ring. Luna came within an eyelash of becoming World Women's Champion before being defeated by the current champ Hurdy Gurdy, who we're going to see in some tag team action later. Much like we're going to see Bam Bam in singles action later. First up, though, Luna Vachon in the black against Manami Toyota in the purple. Nicely done. Crucifix bomb. Crucifix pin, in fact. Into the cover. No. Out at 1 is Luna in the very early going of this matchup. Got her up. Pile driver by Luna Vachon to Toyota, who, like we said, still looking for that first victory here in Strong Style Wrestling. Got her up for the suplex. Stalling suplex. Lets her think about it before dropping her down to the canvas. Scoops her up. Oh! Was going to send her into the ropes, but just blasted her into the face of Conrad Thompson. Just hammer threw her right into the referee. Now a couple of shots with the ring bell. Manami Toyota trying to pry the ring bell out of the hands of Luna Vachon. She manages to. Working that arm now is Toyota. There you see the intensity on the face of Manami. Like we said, looking for her first win here in Strong Style. Trying to wear Luna Vachon down. Luna was also involved in that backstage brawl, I believe. Kidney shot dropping Luna. Giving Manami Toyota some time. Catching Luna in a belly-to-belly, sending her over the ropes. She might have broken her fall with the commentation station, but it's moved out of the way. Small package attempt out of instinct, I believe, by Luna. Oh, and a jumping DDT, spiking her face first onto the concrete floor. That is just a thin exercise mat on top of a concrete floor. May have broken Luna Vachon's nose. If this matchup continues, Manami Toyota relentless in this one. On the hunt for her first SSW victory. Crucifix bomb on the outside by Luna. Bam Bam into the ring. Taking some cheap shots at Manami. Hang on. Oh, countered. Went for an electric chair, got caught in a poison rana, and then pile driven. Manami did well to fend off Bam Bam, but eventually gets pile driven. Spin kick off the top. Didn't get all of it, but it dropped Luna center of the ring. Go behind by Toyota. Countered out by Luna. Getting a bit of space. Showing my Anami Toyota what she thinks of her. Oh, drop down once again. 2 count for Toyota. Getting closer and closer to her first victory. Weather crucifix. Ref right in position. 1, 2, 3. Toyota wins her first victory. Comes at the expense of Luna Vachon. Woo! Suffered horribly, or considerably, I should say. Okay. Suffered considerably. After losing. Being defeated so easily. I wouldn't call that easily, but alright. Has gone up considerably by winning so convincingly. Interesting. Bam Bam's disappointed. And then we've already pushed Rising Sun out of Turkey with our first matchup. This game does indeed have a cage match, Rocco. It does indeed. No offense to Old Man Sting, but I'm not sure I need a manager anymore, says the Giant in front of Old Man Sting and Coco. No, you need him. You're part of Sting's army. Yeah, I suppose Old Man Sting can be helpful. Maybe I need to involve him even more. Thanks, Giant. Andrew Martin, like, stepping away from Bobby the Brain Heenan makes sense because Bobby the Brain Heenan is hurt in such a way that they might never wrestle again or even manage again. Sting's fine, so let Sting manage you, dude. You have a rematch for the tag gold coming up soon. Okay, what do we got? This is actually not bad, but it's also not right. We need the other half of Greater Than Great, the Great Sasuke, not the Great Too Hottie. And his opponent is meant to be Christian Cage. There we go. Scritch, scritch, and we're good. Yep, Christian Cage. Great Sasuke. Let's set us up rules-wise. Okay. Okay, 1 second here. I'm trying to do my meds at the same time. I didn't get to do them before. I started broadcasting like I normally do. So, if you'll be so kind as to please enjoy this matchup with me off screen. Let me see if I can do this really quick. There we go. And you can still hear me. I'm just going to enjoy this match off screen so I don't, violate any TOS or anything for what I'm about to do privately in the comfort of my own home. You can draw your conclusions as to what that might mean. Christian Cage coming out with his tag team partner in the tag team known as the Father Figures. Drew McIntyre here, along with Christian Cage. Awaiting the arrival of his opponent, the Great Sasuke, accompanied by his tag team partner, the Great Too Hottie. In a tag team known as Greater Than Great. And unfortunately, Jeff Jarrett is not available, or I would have him as their manager. And we would call it Ain't I Greater Than Great. Standard singles contest. I do believe I set the rules as they need be. Christian Cage sporting his look borrowed from Kazuchika Okada. In there against the Great Sasuke, former world champion, former mentor to the women's world champion, the Great Barrier, who's no longer a part of the promotion. And now tag team partners with the Great Too Hottie, looking to eventually claim tag team gold, one must surmise. Uh-oh. Rope break's not a good sign. Up and over he goes! Landing onto the stairs is Christian Cage! So there might be DQs. I don't know if there's rope breaks. There might be DQs, so the Yeah, rope break. So we might have disqualifications and stuff in this matchup. And also submissions. Be on the lookout. Also be on the lookout for an ad break starting in like 5 seconds, y'all. We'll be back in pitcha. Action continues in pitcha. We'll be back after this. If you'd like to avoid commercial breaks, consider a subscription. Helps out the stream and your boy Rad. That's me. Oh, spin kick into a Hurricane Rana by Sasuke into the cover too, and no! So close to one half of the father figure's Christian Cage. The patriarch of SSW almost went down to Sasuke. As a rather retro chant breaks out. I'm worried about these rope breaks. I think it just means that submissions also are legal. A rope break caused by Christian Cage's leg being under the rope there. Couldn't get his own pin. Wait, Conrad's not going anywhere near them during a submission. I don't think he normally does until they scream. So I think we're okay. Sasuke really fighting for this armbar. Bird's eye view there. Oh, just as they let go, of course. Email outside the ring. Drew McIntyre creeping up on the Great Two Hottie. We'll keep an eye on that. Sasuke with a spin kick this time. Oh, into the Lion Tamer. If submissions are legal, this could tap him. Sits down into a more traditional Boston Crab. As I set the drone cam to auto. Ref, you're in the way. Conrad, you're in the way. Oh, backdrop suplex to the floor with the referee in the way of the shot. As we pass the 4-minute and 20-second mark of the contest. If you're wondering why I'm not on air at the moment, I mean, I'm not showing my face at the moment. As we pass the 4-minute and 20-second mark of the contest. Wink, wink, cough, cough. Crucifix by Christian. Conrad nowhere near the pin attempt. Very much distracted by Drew McIntyre. I get it, he's a big, burly, attractive fella, but come on, man. Focus on your duties. He's another one of those guys, and WWE has a lot of them on their roster that I should probably care about. Like, I should probably get invested in his stuff. But I've seen his stuff. And, like, he's doing really well in his current heel character as Drew McIntyre, but it's still... because he doesn't win enough. Like, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but there's just something I just can't... I just don't buy it for whatever reason. Or I don't buy into it. It's not like I don't buy into him being a heel. I just don't buy into his matches for whatever reason. Like, it took me a couple of tries to watch his, I think the end of his Punk feud was a Hell in a Cell. It took me a couple of tries to get through that because it just went on forever. Like, it just went on forever. I know that's a Punk problem, too. Rolled over by Sasuke. Interesting pin attempt, but it's going to be a rope break. Sasuke pulling Christian back to his feet. Off the ropes. Oh, tried the standing moonsault press. Couldn't get it. Hard to time that one with both competitors in motion. Now Christian Cage trying to get back into the swing of things here. Single leg crab immediately countered by Sasuke, who's feeling it now. Looking to put Cage down and out. Bars the knee. That was not the match ending. That was a different buzz. That was my buzz. Tee-hee-hee. There, Cage tapping, not doing anything. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute now. There is no submission. Oh, tried the unprettier / kill switch, couldn't get it. Countered out of by Sasuke. They have not done a pin attempt away from the ropes. Why are there rope breaks? Is there no way to end this matchup? I may have done something wrong in the rules here accidentally. And if I end the match, it's not going to end with the star rating that it has now. It's going to like cut it and like into a third of what it is here. It'll be a 2-star at best. So I'm going to let it play out. I don't know how this match can conclude. I don't want to simulate the result. Yeah, we're just going to keep going with it. Very curious. Rocco, that's actually a pretty good comparison. Because, like, I'm okay with a Wardlow match. Well, Rocco said in chat, Drew McIntyre feels like Wardlow. It does not feel real. It doesn't really matter if they're face or heel. It just doesn't feel real enough. Yeah. Like, I'm fine with a Wardlow squash. I'm fine with, like, Wardlow doing some stuff and looking cool and being Wardlow. But that's where it ends. Like, there's no emotional investment. I'm just like, oh, yeah, there he is doing his thing. And that's pretty much what I get from Drew McIntyre. It's like, oh, yeah, even with the heel stuff that he's doing, which, by the way, is the best work of his career, don't get me wrong. But I'm still not really feeling any feels for anything that he does. Sheamus is another example of that. Fantastic bell-to-bell wrestler. Like, I'm never disappointed watching a Sheamus match. No problem with him in the ring, but I'm also, like, not rooting for him, not rooting against him, don't really care if he wins, don't really care if he loses. You know what I mean? He's just an able-bodied performer that does a decent job at most of his job, but it's not enough, and I guess that just speaks to how rare a quality it is to actually, like, inspire an emotional reaction. But I can't ever find myself, like, I've never, like, audibly cheered for, made any sort of, like, involuntary noise in support of, like, a gasp or anything in favor of a Sheamus, a Drew McIntyre. Now it sounds like I'm slagging off Europe. Let me try to think of any more. Oh, I don't really want to think of more, but like there are people there that definitely affect me emotionally. Like, even though he's not the best talker, like, I'm always rooting for AJ Styles. I don't know, you know, it's just because I think he's just one of the most, I don't want to use this word. Let me think of something else. I was going to say an obvious word to describe him. One of the most diverse and incredible talents that's come across for ages. Like, he started doing one specific, very high impact, high spot indie style, and he's adapted that to now being able to work with, like, anybody. So bell to bell, there's that. And then I've always, like, when he's been allowed to be himself and not like a Ric Flair knockoff, I've always been fine with his mic work. Like, I've always, like, bought into he's just a genuine guy that, you know, knows what wrestling is and phrases it in terms of, like, he's out there to beat his opponents. He's trying to win matches and stuff. And no one else can do it like him. I mean, it's not a very deep character, but I buy it. We're like, their in-ring work, or there's not a lot where their in-ring work doesn't necessarily have to be huge, or, like, you know, very complicated, or, like, top-notch, or, like, S quality, or whatever else, as long as the character stuff is there. I'm trying to think of people who fit that bill in this day and age. And I don't want to, like, I don't want to confuse that with sort of the more mascot type. Like, a Danhausen doesn't ever need to win a match, doesn't ever need to really wrestle. He could be, like, he could be, if he really wanted to, AEW's Stalker Ishikawa and just be on the payroll and do stuff like little comedy things here and there for like 20 years and make a very comfortable living and probably sell a ton of merchandise doing it. Like to even make the living even better, more comfortable. But I don't know if that's what he wants out of his wrestling career. But it's also sort of the painting that or the picture that he's painted for himself in a lot of ways with what he does in the world of professional wrestling. But he's a guy I buy into character-wise as a silly little weirdo. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah. Rocco says characterization, you gotta feel it. You must feel it. Yes. It's very difficult to actually evoke those emotions. It really is. In-ring work has never been better across the board. Like, every company that puts matches on television in some form or fashion. The matches are usually good to great. Good to great. There, Sasuke tapping on the floor. Not gonna do him any good, repeatedly tapping. Flailing wildly. His partner, Great Too Hottie, pleading with the referee to do something, checking the statistics on his iPad. Not gonna do anybody any good. I don't know how to end this matchup. It should be pinfall only. Unless I accidentally turn that off too. I don't have the replay capabilities. I don't have the replay buffer capabilities to scroll back in my own feed. Wow, referee Conrad Thompson getting real stern with Drew McIntyre and his want for him to stay out of the ring. Oh my. Getting a quick roll in with the head of the company and senior official here in Strong Style Wrestling. The guy that I am the avatar, or he's my avatar in this game, so I am technically him when I make my decisions and stuff. Or I guess he's the guy I tell to do it. I'm gonna try, like, if it gets to like 15 minutes, because I can't tell if they've gone for pinfall attempts in the center of the ring yet. They've just certainly done roll-ups where they've had to, like, break the pin attempt because it was a rope break, and I don't know why it's a rope break if it's no DQ. Because otherwise, everything else seems fine, no count-out, etc., etc. But I may have accidentally also turned off pins. If it hits the 15-minute mark, I'm just going to escape out of it. I don't think I'm going to keep the star rating, because I've tried to do that before, like simulate result when they hit 5 stars to keep the 5 stars, and it ended up being like 2.5 or something. Like, he doesn't even go close to them on a submission, which I understand they're off, but yeah, I'm confused as to why. It just seems like they haven't even tried pin attempts toward the center of the ring at all. And it's too much of a coincidence in my mind that they only seem to happen in the ropes. Let's see. See? What are you doing, Cody? Or Cody, what are you doing, Christian? Just escape out so the match ends? So, like, nobody wins, the ref throws it out? Oh, maybe. Let me try that. Again, doesn't look like we're getting a solid pin attempt before 15 minutes. We'll see, though. Referee getting real fed up with the actions of Drew McIntyre and the Great Too Hottie at ringside. As well as both competitors' seeming inability to want to go for a pin in any sort of reasonable position. Hang on. All right. Oh, we're so close. We're so close. Come on, guys. Pin him. Sasuke, pin him. Pin him. Pin him. Prove me wrong. Pin him, you son of a gun. All right, I'm going to nope out. I'm going to nope out. That's your final warning. Get in there. Get in there. Fight him. Oh, God. A double down. All right, we're out of here. All right, we're out of here. We're out of here. Ref throwing this thing out. Crowd doesn't like it. Crowd doesn't like it. This perfect... Oh, my God. You do keep your star rating. This perfect match that fails to produce a winner. A draw between Sasuke and Cage. Wow, what an interesting fallback that I can have an entire card with no winners and 5-star matches. Yeah, that's wild. Thank you, Gaming Master LT. Does LT stand for Learning Tree? Because I just got schooled. Sasuke's profile goes up. Christian's better go up too. Not affected, I'll take that. We lost a court case to Bobby Heenan vis-a-vis, like, to do with the loss of his hand. And that's why everyone on the roster, or at least everyone on the roster at the time, has health insurance. Oh, what's up? I'm not sure things are working out for me at Strong Style. Miz, you're literally about to put your title belts on the line. Are you trying to Ultimate Warrior me, you son of a bitch? I know I still have 27 weeks left, but how do you feel if we terminated it? See out your contract, you son of a... Sorry, I knew it was too much to ask. Let's see if we can turn things around. You're literally putting your belts on the line in the next matchup, you chode! Alright. Alright. Let's calm down, Miz. Jiminy Christmas cracker. Actually, Coco, you can stay there. Good to see you back, Kingston. You're not back though, are you? Oh, you are! Oh, you're... Yeah. So these guys are all beat up. Matt Hardy's beat up. Thanks for participating. Alright, who else is here? So it's, yeah. Sting's Army. The Giant and Coco Beware getting their rematch against The Miz and Damien Sandow, by the way, not present in that backstage brawl in any way, shape, or form, so they're perfectly fine to compete. Conveniently. In what will now be a 2 out of 3 falls tag team contest. Pins are good. No count out, no stoppages of any other kind. Pins only. Lenient? Yeah, lenient, so they must occur in the ring. Or, no, let's do hardcore. This is going to be weird. No, I can't do that. Because it's still a tag team. Okay, there we go. So best 2 out of 3 fall tornado tag hardcore match. Here we go. I think this place hates furniture. I can't remember. I hope they like weapons because they're going to give out 32 of them. Blam. Oh, close. 32. Random. And I'm just going to leave it. Yeah, I'm going to leave it. I wish there was a way, or someone could develop a mod. If anybody out there is somehow in the Steam Workshop right now, and I can send out the energy and the vibes. Oh, also, hang on one second. I stopped eating, or stopped doing my business a while ago. Whaya! There I am, back on screen where I belong. Oh my gosh, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, if anyone in the modding community can hear the sound of my voice, or hear the echoes of my vibrations throughout the cosmos, if you could have a weapons mod where I could exclude certain things, or like, you know, give me a list of everything listed and I could just check off my, like a custom selection, or when it says one type, it literally means one type, because typically you get like maybe 90% of the type that you say, and then the other 10% are still scattered. Either of those would be great. If I could just exclude certain ones from the entire random thing, like if I go to a place that doesn't like explosions, if I could just eliminate all the explosive elements from the random selection and leave it random otherwise, I would love that. Anyway. There, I sent it out. We'll see what happens. Tag team, best of 3. Going to be as hardcore as can be. Belts are on the line. Yes, those belts are on the line. Pop, pop. Don't worry about the preset. Doesn't mean anything because I change all the rules all the time. Okay. No script. Well, wait. Are they going to be mad about their rematch? Nope, not multiple opponents. Biggest threat yet. There's no, like... Okay, is that like a babyface thing, though? Okay, I could have the Giant doing it, because the Giant's the one that got unfairly kicked out. That's funny. So much so that we're going to leave, like, Conrad's going to rep this one, because we're not going to put Red Shoes in that position again. So for all I know, Red Shoes is going to be at the desk for this, but rules-wise, we're set. We got a bunch of extra weapons. I like that it's slightly foggy for whatever reason. And first team to 2 wins the tag gold. This should be a definitive... We got it. There it is. This should be definitive. That's who should be the tag team champions. And Sting's Army's coming out, accompanied by Old Man Sting. Nice to see ya. Sting's protege, Coco Beware, here. And what can be described as their heavy. The Giant. A lot of turmoil backstage over this one. Hang on. So Red Shoes Ueno and I believe that's Molly Holly, former women's champ, has outcome the current tag team champions, the Hollywood Elite. Miz tried to stand up the promotion before this one in the back. Almost quit. Didn't want to do it. Didn't see the point. But got his game face on now. I don't know what Damien Sandow thinks about that. Don't get too attached to my title, The Miz. I'll be activating my rematch clause soon enough. In fact, ding, ding, ding. You probably expected me to come out here and beg for a rematch as soon as possible, right? But you know what? You know what? I'm gonna wait. But unlike you, I'm a professional who takes business seriously, and I don't fight for free. Why is this a heel promo? That's why I'm giving you until a later date to get ready to give me your best on the big stage, or now it's a babyface promo again. And by later date, I mean... Aw, man. I know I'll be ready to make sure you are too. There will be no more excuses after I beat you. What a poet. Ding, ding, ding. All right, Old Man Sting can get involved in this one. There's your wild card. Like if the referee's going to throw somebody out, it should be him. Meanwhile, a splash off the top to the floor by Coco to open things against Sandow. Giant wailing away on the Miz in the ring. Plunder scattered everywhere. Red Shoes at the commentation station, kicking it up near a spare tire. And I believe that's former women's champion Molly Holly, all by herself at a wooden table in the opposite corner of the arena. Conrad Thompson already needs a smoke from all the stress involved in this one, and we're not even a minute in. And folks, if you're watching wrestling and need a smoke, try Laramie cigarettes. They're the tariest. Now with more tar. You know you're not inhaling enough fiberglass. Try Laramie's. Mmm. Good Lord. Ground and pound by the Giant. He just needs to lean over a little bit to hit the Miz on the ground. That's insane. Swiping at him with those long limbs. Came on Sandow. And Coco, hang on, roll up by Coco. Miz breaks it up, but the Giant's feeling the adrenaline. And he's got Miz in his sights. Might be waiting too long here as the Giant pulls Miz back to his feet by the chin, perhaps. Oh, he's got a femur. A human femur. Has the Giant as he's choking out the Miz. Revenge on the mind of the Giant, but gonna make the Miz suffer for it in this 2 out of 3 falls tag team war. Up and over goes Coco, knocking Sandow off the apron to the floor. Miz tapping out. Does him no good under SSW rules. Oh, Conrad Thompson trying to make his way to the floor, accidentally bumping into Coco. I'd say it was accidental. It certainly looked accidental. Like we said, controversy abound in their first matchup for the tag team gold, as the Giant was ejected from the arena for interfering in a match he was in by referee Red Shoes Ueno, who suspiciously is doing commentary for this one. We'll keep our eye on that situation. I wonder if there's a reason why Molly Holly didn't choose to sit next to him for this contest. Perhaps too much heat on commentator Ueno. Deadlift powerbomb into a deadlift powerbomb into a dragon suplex by Coco Beware. Almost scores the first fall. I've never seen that tag team combination. Your move, indie wrestling. Good gravy. Oh, God. Sandow slammed to the floor by the Giant, who grabs a banana for some extra potassium. Coco off the top, missed. But he no-sells it. Kips back to his feet, he's fine. Grabs the table. Sandow grabs a gurney. Probably the wiser of the two moves. Oh, Coco gets caught up in the rope, spin kicking himself back into the ring. Sandow takes him down and starts pummeling him with his own title belt. Sandow literally rubbing the championship in the face of Coco Beware. As now Miz is trying to fight back. Submission styles against the Giant, who slips through and starts to choke the Miz out once again. That sounded like relief, to be honest. I don't know what that was or who that was. Miz with a set of handcuffs? I was going to say brass knuckles, but no, that is handcuffs. Go behind on the Giant. Into a hammerlock, and he has secured the Giant with the handcuffs. Giant with both arms tied behind his back. Trying for a pin attempt. Trying to smother Sandow. What a strategy by the champions when an anything goes matchup like this. The Giant, oh my God, he snapped the cuffs. Coco symbolically wearing a title belt. Oh, gets it knocked off his waist by a vicious lariat from Sandow. Still looking for the first fall of the matchup. Best of 3 falls. Big abdominal stretch in the center of the ring. Giant just smothering Miz now. Miz now and Sandow. The crab on Coco. Again, no submissions. Oh, Coco's in trouble here. Desperately fighting out of it. Trying to stay on top of Sandow, who slipped through. Seems to have side control. Meanwhile, on the other end of things, the Giant firmly in command of Miz. Hang on, up and over. World's strongest slam by Coco. Big lariat and a leg drop by the Giant onto the Miz center of the ring. 1, 2, and 3. First fall goes to Sting's Army. Giant feeling the adrenaline. Trying to finish Miz off once and for all and claim the tag team gold. 2 straight falls. Nice evasive cartwheel by the Miz. The Giant, no! Somehow gets roped into a Hurricane Rana off the top to the ref. Remember, we had a fight to put the show on in the first place. Conrad Thompson feeling the effects of 2 fights tonight. As Sting's Army looking for the second deciding fall. Oh God, trophy shots to the back of the skull of the Miz from the Giant. Battle of the Thuds. Old Man Sting outside the ring has grabbed the commentation station away from Red Shoes Ueno. Stunner by Sandow. Meanwhile, in the ring, Conrad trying to make a peace offering. Nice neckbreaker by the Miz. Impressive power there. Or perhaps someone has sent Conrad that present. Nice clothesline by the Miz. Oh my God. Some late stage gamesmanship here from the Miz. Knows his titles are on the line. Knows they're in jeopardy, down 1 fall to 0 in this best of 3 fall contest. Coco moving the announce desk out of the way. Which, by the way, was in a very strange spot for Dynamite last night. I don't know why, but it was odd. I didn't hate it. It was just, not something I'm used to. It's like they were in the front row calling the matches. Oh, Miz trying that spin into the neckbreaker on Coco. Couldn't hold him for the whole duration of the move. Didn't quite get all of it that he wanted. Pinfalls, by the way, can occur inside or outside of the ring under hardcore rules. Falls count anywhere. So long as Conrad is there to make the pinfall count. Oh, Giant. Hang on, Coco! Has hooked the leg of the Miz! And with 2 straight falls, Sting's Army have regained the gold! Okay, now you can quit, Miz. Or you can give me all the money. Oh, no, wait, you can save me the money. I don't know. His skill has gone up. Alright, they got their belts back. Sting's Army. Decisively, too. Nicely done. Okay, a magnificent Tag Team Championship best of 3 match. Yo, welcome everyone. Damien Sandow's skill has risen, so he's getting better and better. Hollywood Elite have damaged their profiles by losing the championships in this match. That's okay, you win some, you lose some. Congratulations to Sting's Army. Becoming the new champs. Coco's profile has got up. Good stuff. And Old Man Sting's pretty happy. Old Man Sting's pretty happy overall. He's like, good stuff there. Good stuff. Oh yeah, I don't... Yeah, whatever. Yeah, sure. I do this to keep them happy. I don't care. I don't really care. It's gonna sound like whatever. Sure. Alright. Oh, let's switch things a little bit here. I had another tag match to follow us up, but let's instead do this one. Hello. There we go. Oh, everybody's too beat up. All right, maybe not too beat up. There we go. Bam Bam Elegante. Pins only. This is going to be just a standard match. There's no title on the line, but you would have defended them if you had one. Shrug. Props inside the ring, just 8 of them. Rules set to pinfall only. We don't need a script. Yeah, it was Great Khali who was running the hair versus hair match crusade. So he's no longer with us. Elegante didn't really have anything similarly attached. Now they're just kind of in the flock of doom with Raven. So expect interference from Raven and Luna in this one. Red Shoes back in charge, referee-wise. Should I hire another ref? I don't even know how to do that. Like, specifically hire someone to be a ref. Because I don't know if Bobby's going to come back. But if I just got somebody from, like, wrestling school... Oh yeah, The Undertaker also passed away. It's like, wait a minute. If I just got somebody from here, like the coach, could I not just grab Coach Emerson and make them a referee? I guess I could try it. Virgil? Like the Virgil I'm thinking of? Alright then. Yeah, so Stormer's the head of wrestling school. Let's see if I can hire Coach Emerson as a referee for me. Nice to meet you, Coach Emerson. We invited you here to discuss working for Strong Style Wrestling. Can I specify what I want to hire you for? You're not getting any of that stuff. You're gonna be a referee. So work for us forever. I'll give you $2,000 up front. 1,200 a week. Happy to do it. Okay. I think it's probably under their profile now. So he'll be here in a couple weeks. So now we have a backup referee in case Bobby can ever come back. Because, again, I'm rooting for him because Bobby the Brain Heenan, the one-armed referee, is friggin' glorious to me. But we'll see. If not... Oh, you sons of guns! Look what they've done. The only thing they've highlighted on Coach Emerson is the literal hand up that he has over Bobby Heenan. How dare! How dare! That's so rude. There, see? It's only because we showed Bobby Heenan first. What a fun bug. That's hilarious. Okay. So rude. Back to the card. Back to what's going to be a singles contest. All the rules are set. All the rules are set. And the props are in the ring. Okay. No script is needed. Let's just get to it. Elegante, likely accompanied by Road Warrior Raven, against Bam Bam with Luna in tow. In standard singles action, Andrew Martin and Mickey James at the desk for this one. Okay. Bam Bam, I did not know, came out with a fire extinguisher as weapon of choice. That's kind of funny given all the flames on his outfit. Let's get underway. Bam Bam has armed himself with a fire extinguisher and a sledgehammer to counter Elegante's dynamite. Jimmy Walker would be proud. Whoa, we're lucky it didn't explode. We're lucky it was not lit quite yet. As the fight can now start in earnest. I think a little tension leaves the arena once the dynamite is out of play. I'm also glad, like, for example, the thing where I want to, like, customize what weapons you can and can't use. I don't ever want the handgun to be an option. I just don't. I would never... Like, it's fun, ha ha ha, to see a couple of times, but I don't want it popping up. Leg drop off the top, countered into a crucifix bomb by Bam Bam to Elegante. Otherworldly physics in strong style wrestling. Each and every week. Absolutely banana. Oh! Clothesline with the sledgehammer by Gigante, trying to get back into this thing. And yes, I do believe we have, you know, Elegante and the Giant have squared off against each other. I'm pretty sure that's already happened. I probably did that like right away.
Let me scoot closer.
Scoot, I say. I have to literally get out of a rut in the plastic sheeting covering the carpet here. All right, how's that looking? Yeah, we good. Action spilling out to the floor. Bam Bam. With the armbar and Elegante supported, splinted, if you will, by that sledgehammer. He's got a nice shot of the crowd enjoying themselves. Pardon my cough. Big splash by Bammer. Under standard SSW strong style wrestling rules, pinfall must occur in the ring. Oh dear. Elegantes went face first into those steel steps. As referee Red Shoes Ueno, as expected, having their hands full with both Raven and Luna Vachon at ringside. And now a 45-pound plate. Weighted plate. Oh, what a headbutt. Normally the forte of one Bam Bam Bigelow himself, but Elegante dropping the big man with one of his own. Now that weight, that 45 pounds like nothing in the hands of Elegante. Hang on! Powerbomb onto the weight! Somehow! Now just pummeling him with it. Lifted Bam Bam and the 45-pound weight at the same time just to prove that he could do it. Did Elegante during that powerbomb. Now Bam Bam trying to get a bit of air here, a bit of space, bit of a breather after that onslaught. Elegante having none of it. Scritch, scritch. Following him to the outside. Big cutter there by Bammer. Trying to get back into the ring, the only place this match can end, guys. Oh, nice big bulldog by Bam Bam Bigelow. The big bad bulldog by Bam Bam Bigelow. Attempts to roll up on the floor. It's giving Elegante a chance to get back into this thing. Oh, nice armbar here. Rolling through some variations is Bam Bam. Trying to snap the arm of Elegante. As Road Warrior Raven, none too pleased about that. Oh, right in the bean! Dazing the big man, the bigger of the two men. And a big splash off the top drops him as well. Oh, Raven tries to defend his partner and misses. Big German bite. Bam Bam onto the concrete floor. Drag him into the ring, Bammer. You got him! Elegante hurt in this one as Bam Bam continues to wrench at the neck. Oh, Elegante with a release, German! Up and over goes Bigelow. It's already sitting up though. Takes a shot with a sledgehammer to the tailbone. Oh, I think Elegante was trying to get him into the ring, didn't quite make it. Got that plate and a sledgehammer. Bam Bam hits him with a straight shot, knocks them both out of his hands. Splash by Bam Bam. Trying to drag him into a pinning predicament. One's got to think as we pass the 6-minute mark here. Now that they're back into the ring, either of these gentlemen is probably going to be looking to end this thing sooner rather than later. As you can see the toll it's taken on the face of one Bam Bam Bigelow. The beast from the east. Against the Argentinian giant Elegante. Just hammering away at Bam Bam now. I'm scooting. I'm scooting. There, I scooted. Oh, I'm so close. Oh, smothering him down. Bam Bam rolls it over. Trying to get his shoulders down for a pin attempt. Elegante fighting him off. Aggressive cuddling on the canvas. Roll over by Elegante. Referee Red Shoes again distracted by Road Warrior Raven. Referees really got their hands full of these managers. Bam Bam clobbering Elegante with what looks like a bag of thumbtacks. Now microphone to the throat of the giant. Not that giant, the other giant. Elegante giant. Bam Bam survives the first strike, not the second, tumbling out to the floor. Red Shoes quickly back into the ring. Oh, double axe handle off the apron. Down goes Bam Bam as we've crossed the 8-minute mark here. And I gotta grab myself a snack. And you know what that means.
Are you living that dream? Is it more than it seems? Is it cookies and cream? What's the snack of the stream? Snack of the stream.
I gotta boost the audio of that. There's a lot of sounds going on Thursdays. Snack of the Stream is a Cliff Builder bar. What is it? I think it's like cookies and cream, yeah. Oh, sorry, chocolate chip cookie dough builder bar with 20 grams of protein, and it's got caffeine in it. It's the one flavor that has caffeine. That's my exciting snack. Thanks for waiting until I had my mouth full, Rocco, to ask me a question. That's hilarious of you. What are my thoughts on Kenny and Will teaming up to take on the Don Callis family? I think that's awesome. I think it's great. I look forward to matches with all the other Don Callis people in whatever combination, singles or tag, against Kenny and Will. You get some nice matches out of that on your way back into the regular swing of things if you're a Kenny Omega, you know. There's obviously still a lot of heat there with Kyle Fletcher and Will Ospreay, so I got no issue. It will be interesting to see what happens when the rest of the elite comes back, though. Like they're gone, like scattered to the four winds. A symbolic tap-out victory for Bam Bam, but no submissions in strong style wrestling. He's got to pin Elegante now, before Elegante can pin him. In this war, a friggin' classic between these two behemoths. Bam Bam now, feeling the flow. Feeling the adrenaline flow. All up in himself. Senses the end is nigh for Elegante. Another tap out. Close but no cigar, Bam Bam. That's not going to get it done. That's just going to anger Raven and distract the ref. As he continually taps Des Elegante, screaming in pain, until he eventually bucks Bam Bam off. Oh! Throws him up, picks him up by the throat, throws him onto his chest for a powerbomb. Des Elegante. Incredible strength from the Dragon, and now DDT's Bam Bam. Into the cover. 1, 2. No, Bam Bam escapes. Perhaps if he'd hooked a leg, that would have been it. Belly to belly by Bam Bam Bigelow. Oh, now just clock some of that bag attacks. Hey! Thank you so much for the raid, Chaos Goat 92. Thank you so much for coming through. Woo! Welcome, everybody. Good to see everyone. Hope you're having a nice day. My name is Rad Gnarly, the Orbital Outcast, and we are in the midst of a strong style wrestling show here in the world of Wrestling Empire. Nice to see you, Sofinity. Nice to see you, Elephant. Oh my goodness. Oh wait, Elephantino Annabelle. I don't know which part of that. Like, I don't know where to break the words up in that one. So my apologies if I butchered it. Lovely to see everyone. Hope you're having a great day. Currently in the ring, Elegante and Bam Bam Bigelow have been going to war for a legit 12 minutes and 50 seconds now. The crowd usually starts to turn on matches like this around this time. So we're going to do our best to stick with the action. But if we pass the 15-minute mark and the crowd starts to boo, we're going to, like, just escape out of the match and accept our losses as a draw. Elefantino! And hold out my fingers Italianly. Thank you, KS Goat, for the tips. Thank you kindly. I appreciate that. Hold out fingers Italianly. It's so funny that I know exactly what you mean by that. You know? Oh, probably. A lot of vertebrae being adjusted in this one, no doubt. Meanwhile, by the way, we have Andrew Tess Martin and Mickey James on the commentation station. That is Mickey James. Do not adjust your sets. She just looks like she's Lita because she's been cosplaying as Lita for a couple of months now in this promotion. Oh, thank you very much, KS Goat. Thank you again for the raid. Hope you have a good shift at work. Thank you for coming through. The referee holding the weight plate aloft. As you take a scan around the arena here, you can see Luna Vachon and Road Warrior Raven in the respective corners of Bam Bam Bigelow and Elegante. Due to the default rules of strong style wrestling, the decisive pinfall of the matchup, the only way to win a strong style wrestling match, must occur within the confines of the ring. Anything else goes, as you might be able to tell by the fact that Bam Bam Bigelow has a stick of dynamite. Perfectly legal in strong style wrestling. Whatever you must do to pin your opponent. There are no submissions. Oh God, nice blow. Oh God! First he blocked, and then he got clocked. They both got knocked down by that massive explosion. Raven coming in to help his tag team partner. Full Nelson to Bam Bam. Look at the viscera all over the body of Bam Bam. Dear Lord. Referee Red Shoes trying to get Road Warrior Raven, who has adapted for himself that legendary legacy, forming the Flock of Doom with Elegante. Normally a tag team competitor here. Oh God, Bam Bam the worst for wear, barely holding in his guts now. I don't know if we can show you the conclusion of this matchup. It might be too graphic. As Elegante now, a deadlift powerbomb over the top to the floor. My God, they may have killed him, and then a leg drop. He missed a leg drop to the floor off the top. Soared too close to the sun on wings of wax did Elegante, but what a powerbomb to Bam Bam. We still got plenty of action headed your way, folks. This is match 4 of 6. We still have 2 more matches, including our big main event. A 3-way elimination for the world title. Lance Storm putting the belt on the line. I'm not going to name the contenders yet until we get there, because I might end up having to change them.
Here we have
Hey!
much content to stream.
Thank you very much for the follow, Affinity. Hopefully the alert played okay. Lost in the cacophony of noise here. Woo! Oh my God! Giant swing in the crowd by Elegante. More of an Elegante swing then. Smothering Bam Bam off the guardrail. What agility! Oh, missing another leg drop. He just can't quite get the distance on those leg drops, can the big man. As you see, they're fighting in the crowd. We encourage heavy cosplay in the crowd of Strong Style Wrestling, as you see a lot of fans here dressed as their favorite wrestling personality, whether they work for Strong Style Wrestling or not. We get a big kick out of it. Thanks for being with us. Oh God. As they tumble through the steel steps somehow. As we have reached the 17-minute mark, crowd still loves it, so we're going to stick with this one until we have a conclusion. This has turned into an absolute war. Look at the look on the face of Elegante, just trying to slow down the beast from the east. I don't think they're going to live if this goes to 20 minutes. They're going to lose too much blood. Overhead belly to, overhead German by Bam Bam to get out of the hold. Luna comes in to check on Bam Bam and to hurt Elegante at the same time. Oh yeah, this was made by, this game, by the way, Wrestling Empire, is the latest in a long series of games made by one person whose online name is M. Dickey, and they've done all of this. So yeah, they've made this engine. Their crowd is old school, like N64 flat texture that you can flip back and forth, as you can see. Yeah, some of the signs get to have two different things on them, which is nice. It's pretty fun. Like, very impressive for the work of a single individual. It is the goofiest wrestling game. This, by the way, is available. I'm playing it on Steam. The only other major home console that I know it is available for is the Nintendo Switch. I would highly recommend, if you had a Nintendo Switch, to pick up this game. It is perfect for that. Hey, you want to do something silly and fun and can easily support 4 players? Here you go. There's 4 buttons and like a D-pad is all you need to play this if you actually want to play it. I just booked the matches and watched them happen. Highly recommend it. It's probably not that expensive either, because for the longest time, a lot of his stuff is free and just ad-supported. Dear Lord, this thing's still going strong. Fans still loving it. What's going on? What, lights out in the arena? What's going on here? What? Something's gone with the power bill. We're gonna have to check this out. We don't know. The lights have gone out for about a minute now. All right, they're back on. I don't see if anything's different or... That's literally just a random occurrence that happens. Road Warrior Raven adopting the Road Warrior persona. I don't know who he picked up that legacy from, but threading himself into the legacy of the Road Warriors is Raven, former ECW World Champion, former TNA World Champion as well, very briefly. Oh, with a back elbow to Bam Bam, here in a managerial capacity with Elegante, but no DQ in Strong Style Wrestling, so your managers can interfere as Luna Vachon looks to square up to Elegante in retaliation. Red Shoes Uedo trying to stop it and guides her out of the ring. As we pass the 20-minute mark, no end in sight. Luna just took a bump off the top of the floor. She'll be okay, folks. As Bam Bam rolls back in and we reset at the 20-minute mark. Both men down, bouncing off each other. We already had one draw on this show. I don't want to end another match prematurely, because again, the crowd loves it, but you can see their interest is waning. It gets harder and harder to maintain that 5-star rating as the match wears on, and we're 20 minutes deep into this one. Big splash by Bam Bam. Both of these men got to be thinking, what do I got to do to finish the other? Bam Bam, move number 1 is keep him in the ring, brother. Instincts taking over. Bammer just needed a little time and space to catch his wits. He once again takes the fight to Elegante. Go behind. Belly to belly this time. Lands him in the center of the ring. Can't crawl into the cover. Bam Bam back to his feet. Sucking wind. Crowd getting... Look how fast they get tired of it. As you can see the star rating draining. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. I invested in you. I believed in you. I stuck with this. Let's try to end it near 5 stars. Deadlift. Powerbomb counter to Enziguri. Beautifully done by Bam Bam. Where's he going? Where's he going? Thought better of it. I think he was thinking weapon, but thought better of it. But he allowed Elegante to get back to his feet. Gut wrench by Elegante into a cover, smothering him center of the ring. Just a 1 count on Bam Bam. Both men got to be thinking, Gotta be thinking knockout shot. Gotta be thinking finisher. Struggling for a submission is Elegante. Not really his forte. Bam Bam with another straight shot. Now try to break the ankle of the bigger man. Elegante fights out of it. Pulls Bammer back to his feet. Electric chair position. Pancakes him down. Drops the elbow. Into the cover. Hooks the leg. Conrad. Red shoes. Somebody. 1, 2. Bam Bam kicks out. If the rep was in position, that would have been 3 for sure. All right, if this goes 25 minutes. Another suplex. Bam Bam over the top of the floor. Look at him struggling to stand. All right, we're back up to 5-star. Like, we're back up to almost maximum score. We're doing fantastically. Oh, yeah, table next. They did fuss with it a little. They repositioned it a little bit, but much earlier in the matchup, and then they kind of forgot about it. Elegante slowing things down, actually doing a favor to Bam Bam by smashing that glass water bottle over him. Kind of refreshing. As much as it can be. Yeah, table or chair and you're happy? Good call. Either of those get involved. Oh, look at that! Luna Vachon involved in setting the table up in the ring discreetly behind even my back. I didn't even notice. What a sneaky maneuver as Bam Bam grabs a chunk of steel step to return to the ring. Elegante has a camcorder. Luna to the top. Trying to pick her spot. Oh, both men go for a running clothesline. Both men go down. Red Shoes trying to get rid of Luna Vachon, trying to keep the managers out of the ring. Above all else, we want the final pinfall to be legit. Anything else can happen. But we try to maintain some degree of legitimacy. Oh! Gut wrench. Trying to keep his shoulders down. Trying to force a pin attempt here. Trying to press his shoulders down as Bam Bam. He can't do it. Red Shoes grabbing camcorder for some exclusive referee cam footage. We'll put that on the website later. We don't have that. We don't have a website. Bam Bam back up to his feet. I don't know how either man is still going as we're about 24 and a half minutes into this contest. No one expected this war to last this long. Luna desperately trying to get the oh, got him. Got him. Trying to get the stairs out of the way of Elegante. Oh, and she stepped through the table on the way through. Sorry to disappoint. The table can be reset up, though. Also, some thumbtacks seem to have spilt underneath the table. Keep an eye on that situation as well as Bam Bam and Elegante are just clattering each other. Ends with a slam by Elegante, absorbing shots with a camcorder. And now stretching the leg out. Oh no, caught in a triangle by Bam Bam. Back and forth they go. Both men giving it their all. 25 minutes plus. No title on the line. This is just a match. Honestly, a replacement match. Roll into the cover. 1. Luna Vachon breaks it up. Saving her charge. Bam Bam, I need a drink. Watch out, everybody. We got an ad break starting in about a minute. That'll put this in picture-in-picture. I can't guarantee the match will be still going if we're in picture-in-picture. If you want to avoid the ad break, which, by the way, is only 30 seconds long and is as rare as I can possibly make them, consider a subscription. Helps me out. Helps the stream out. Literally everything that I get, I put back into through these things, like through Twitch and stuff, I put back into the stream. It helps pay for my Game Pass, helps pay for silly little games like this, helps keep the lights on here. Anyway, back to the action. Deadlift powerbomb by Elegante, but he's caught into a triangle choke. Bam Bam avoiding the pin. Ad starting in about 15 seconds, according to my clock here. Another deadlift powerbomb in front of the ref, and again Bam Bam slips out. Amazing instinct by Bigelow to keep alive in this after 2 devastating power bombs. Electric chair, pancaked again, into the cover. 1, 2, Bam Bam kicks out. 26 and a half minutes gone. Somewhere our main event is like, what do I got to do to follow this? Hang on! Hooks the leg! Got him! Bam Bam with a clothesline! In an absolute battle of the kaiju! What a matchup! We'll be back after this! Holy moly. Alright, so now I just gotta I'll plan the next one in the break here. Holy moly! What a matchup. Alright, I need a snack. Hey, thank you for the bits! Appreciate you. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I just need a second. Oh, thank you, Rocco. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Thank you for the hydrate. Ooh. So that is a legit time. That was a 26-minute and 45-second matchup that I had to go into main event announcer voice for like more than half of. That was awesome. That was originally booked as Bam Bam versus Raven, but I changed it to Elegante because Raven was involved in the backstage brawl earlier, and he's a little banged up. So I took him out of it. I'm so glad I did, because what a surprise. I really hope that one goes viral, because it's an option. Like, sometimes the matches that you have can go viral. I can't wait for the fallout of this week's show. Okay, we got 2 more matches headed your way. Starting with, so Bam Bam went up. Elegante's status, not effective. That's how you know it's a good match. He lost, didn't matter, because holy crap, what a fight. And Raven's a little sad that his client lost. That's all right. That happens. Whoa. Semi-main time. Best of luck following that, but we'll see what happens. This is going to be a straight-up tag team match in the women's division, as we have normal tag team partners Natalya Neidhart and Beth Phoenix are going to be taking on... Ooh, hang on. Piano's feeling it. Are going to be taking on the normal tag team of Mickie James and new Strong Style Wrestling Women's Champion as of last week, as of the conclusion of our main event, earlier today, which counts as last week, Hurdy-Gurdy. I have to make sure this is fun. If I had defend titles on, her world title would be on the line in this tag match, which I think is ridiculous, but it's also an amazing stipulation I could do if I wanted, because I had the tag team champions accidentally lost their tag team titles during a singles contest, which I thought was funny. So non-title, no titles on the line, no time limit as we normally do. This is going to be a tag team match, so they're going to have to tag in and out, but other than that, it is the default SSW rule set. So we turn that to lenient, which means you need to score a pinfall or submission inside the ring and there's no DQ. But then we go down to the falls category and turn off submissions, pinfalls only, no other sort of stoppage, turn off countouts, and then we go to the arena tab, put the default 8 weapons in the ring. I don't think we need a script for this. Red Shoes called the last one. It's Conrad's turn. We have a new referee coming in later. A lot of people are beat up, but we're going to do our best to put on a main event following this one. And that's it. We're all set. We don't need a script. Beth and Natalya in one corner, Mickie and Hurdy-Gurdy in the other. These are our 2 regular tag teams in the women's division anyway. So let's see a tag team match against them as we see Damien Sandow, and I couldn't quite make out the second participant at the competition station. We'll check that out very shortly. Woo! Come on, do it! Come on! Come on! Keep it hardcore already! Hurdy-Gurdy, the women's champion, and Mickie James out to a chorus of boos. Ooh, I like how Natalya's design glows under the black light. That's cool. I think that's just because of the color I chose. That's pretty dope. All right, here we go. This one is underway. 1 in, 1 out. Conrad Thompson making sure Beth Phoenix gets out of the ring in the worst way. The referees here are very aggressive when it comes to making sure that the rules are followed, what little rules we have. Hang on, they're not paying me enough to put up with this. You can kill each other for all I care, says Conrad Thompson, who is leaving the matchup. We don't have a referee anymore. Referee Conrad Thompson. Oh, hang on. Is leaving. He has ejected himself. This has become New York rules. Count your own pinfalls. Somewhere Vince Russo is spinning in his grave. He's not even dead. As Conrad is abandoning the matchup. By the way, Conrad is the owner of Strong Style Wrestling. The boss is quitting. It's now become... What is going on? This has now become a tornado tag falls count anywhere match. Wait, no, they're still legal. It's now a hardcore match. Falls count anywhere, but they have to tag. Count your own pinfall. Only in Strong Style Wrestling. We wondered how the women in this tag team contest were going to top what happened between El Gigante and Bam Bam. And they've taken it upon themselves to take it upon themselves. Rolled up by Hurdy-Gurdy 2, and that is it. It is over. Your Women's World Champion Hurdy-Gurdy and Mickie James win and continue to pummel Natalya and Beth in an amusing hardcore tag match. That was fun. I didn't expect that to be that quick, but that was fun for what it was. All right. So all that means to me, I'm going to make a note, is that Hurdy-Gurdy is going to put the belt on the line versus Natalya. And if she beats Natalya, then she's going to face then she's going to face Beth Phoenix. And if she beats Beth Phoenix, then she's going to face Mickie James. There we go. We have 3 contenders in a row, all set up from that amusing hardcore tag team match. That was so fun. All right, so her profile suffered considerably for losing. That's fine. We can rehab that. Hurdy-Gurdy's profile has improved by winning. Already the world champ. So it always good to see your divisional champs going over. Mickie James not affected. Beth not affected. Like, that's the best you can hope for, is that a little bit of change on the people involved in the fall, and the other two doing just fine. I mean, obviously the best you can hope for is everyone's stats going up all the time forever, but that's unrealistic. All right, main event time. Speaking of unrealistic, this is going to be wild. Okay. Controversial referee Red Shoes and Ueno once again assigned the main event. There is our... Hang on, if I do this... There. That is our world champion, Lance Storm, the fightingest champion that we've ever had here in Strong Style Wrestling, going to be putting the belt on the line against... Oh my. Okay, so... Abyss. Ultimo Dragon. Okay, so that's... I need a heal. I'm going to go 4 corner. I was going to go triple threat. We're going to go 4 corner if we have one person, and it's Drew McIntyre. Ooh! Okay, so hang on one second. Let me adjust this. Our roster is so small that anyone can like fight for the world title match, world title at any given point, basically. Okay, so we have. I just have to make a note here of what I have done. What have you done? Just made a note. Oh yeah, I swapped out. I had these pre-booked, but I had to swap out some participants because of the backstage brawl that I was not anticipating us to have to participate in. So that's adjusted my match list. And by match list, I mean my text file inside of Notepad. Lance Storm putting the belt on the line. No time limit. This is going to be another elimination match. So a 4-way dance. Elimination styles. Pinfalls count anywhere. The title will be on the line. Let's see, what can we do? 4 people, I feel like 5 weapons each is pretty good. And, oh, you know what? My favorite. Because they act as gifts more than once, or they act as weapons more than once. Large gifts. There'll be a lot of gift-wrapped packages around the ring. Participants are welcome to pick them up and unwrap them and use the weapon inside. A little fun for the fans, as well as they don't know what the weapons are until they get unwrapped. You can also hit the people with the wrapped boxes, but they do have a chance of exploding because you don't know what's in there. All right, individual matchup, elimination style. Lance's title will be on the line. It is a hardcore, so falls count anywhere. These are our boys. Abyss and Drew on the heel side. Ultimo Dragon and Champion Lance Storm on the babyface side. Because it's a title match, I'm going to do the announcement thing, but I can only do one contender and then the champ. So they're going to announce Abyss and then announce Lance Storm. Everything else, we are good to go. This is it, the main event of the afternoon. Everybody, crack your knuckles and get ready. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, get a good stretch in. Oh, hang on. I think I got a thing for that. I think I got a thing for that. Let me do it to myself. Everyone hold still. Here we go. Yeah, buddy. Have yourself a little stretch. Have yourself a little stretch to do. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. We're settled in. 4-way elimination. Lance Storm's SSW World Championship on the line. It's main event time. Here we go. Just takes a second to spin up. World Champion 4-man elimination. Out first with his partner in the father figures, Christian Cage, is Drew McIntyre. Looking to bring a taste of singles gold to that newly minted faction. You can see they're very proud of each other. Christian with some final words of advice to his tag team partner, Drew McIntyre. All right, move it along. Rocco, thank you very much for the honk blurp. All right, hands are being shaken. Thank you very much, Drew. Okay, guys, your entrance doesn't finish until you get to the ring. Don't make me hit the button. I'm hitting the button. Moving on to our next entrant. Ultimo Dragon coming out. It's funny that it teleported Drew and not Christian. Christian was just suddenly shaking hands with nobody. Haking Shans, he kept saying. Oh, by the way, commentating this main event matchup, Bad News Kingston and Bobby the Brain Heenan, who hopefully will accept a position as a permanent commentator once he comes back from his horrific loss of hand injury. As out comes world champion Lance Storm to a thunderous ovation. As we said, the fightin'est champion in SSW history. Got himself massively over with the fans for his lengthy title reign here. Very impressive work. And finally, he asked to be introduced last. We granted his request, the Monster Abyss. Oh my gosh, some of the presents are already on fire. What's going on in here? There's just a button that you can hit that sets things on fire. It could be anything. Abyss grabbing both microphones, but I believe the referee has something to say, if I'm not mistaken. Why don't you take it away, Red Shoes? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this World Championship 4-man elimination match as Christian Cage is hacking away at that suitcase with a shovel. Little weirdo. 6'8", 321. Please welcome Abyss. And now, Strong Style Wrestling's reigning world champion, Lance Storm, everybody! Lance Storm! Yay, Lance Storm! I'm your referee, Red Shoes Ueno. So let's ring the bell and find ourselves a winner! Alright, get Christian out of the ring, Red Shoes. Get him! I guess it doesn't matter because it's hardcore, so he doesn't have to, but he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it, alright. Alright, 4-way elimination matchup. Pinfalls only, but they can count anywhere. Ding, 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 and we are way to go. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Sophinity, for the ring bell. Good call. Nicely timed as we are underway here. 3 eliminations must occur. Last man standing is the world champion. Remember, last week a match like this broke the stream. Like, everything crashed and I had to restart. I mean, by which I mean the game crashed and I had to restart the... Actually, no, the game in my computer... No, my computer crashed. It blue screened on me and I had to restart and then get it back up and running. That's what happened. So yeah, because I had to pin the two streams together into one VOD. And then when we did the rematch of that 4-way elimination match, featuring, I believe it was Bobby Lashley, The Miz, Old Man Sting, and champion Lance Storm. In the match that broke the stream, Lance Storm was eliminated first, so we were guaranteed a new champion, but that match had no conclusion, so we didn't have a new world champion. Hang on! Abyss powerbombing Drew against the table, smashing him into the canvas and eliminating Drew McIntyre just like that! Anyway, the second time we ran that 4-way last week, Lance Storm was eliminated again. We were down to the final 2 competitors, Old Man Sting and The Miz. It had a 30-minute time limit because the territory that we were in loved time limits, so I gave it the longest time limit I could. They went the full 30. It was a draw. Landstorm retained and is able to defend the belt tonight. First elimination, Drew McIntyre. Crawling his way out of the ring, Ultimo Dragon and the Monster Abyss still contending for the gold against Lance. An early elimination. Did not see that one coming, though Drew was involved in some fisticuffs earlier, we're told, backstage. So that could have played into their stamina as Lance Storm is suplexed onto the wreckage of that table. Christian Cage trying to get closer to the ring. His charge, if you will, has been eliminated, so he must make his way backstage. Lance Storm looking to keep control of this thing and pick the bones of both Dragon and Abyss as he contends himself with staying in the corner while his opponents fight each other. Smart move by the champion. Picking his spot. Roll up by Abyss on Dragon. 2. Dragon just hanging in there. Off the ropes. Into the corner goes Abyss. Crawling out of the ring now. Red Shoes has a present for Christian, perhaps. Excuse me. Lance Storm with a present now. Oh, pulled away from him by Dragon. Caught by a flying cross body block from Abyss. Don't often see the big man come off the top like that. Into a giant swing, quickly countered by the scientific marvel. Ultimo Dragon being pinned by Lance with 1 foot, 2 and 3. Lance Storm on the microphone, eliminating the Dragon, and we're down to Lance Storm and Abyss. Flames everywhere. Lance torturing Ultimo Dragon with his submission as his adrenaline. Oh my God, another guitar. The only thing that can soothe the fury of the savage beast that is Abyss. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. The screams of Ultimo Dragon echoing throughout the building. Lance Storm, your world champion, will not let go. Crowd loving it. We're only 4 minutes into this contest, averaging an elimination every 2 minutes, as Ultimo Dragon continues to scream in pain. What is that, a bit of guardrail that he throws away now? Abyss standing over top of the champion, playing the guitar at him. Gets caught. Champ caught him napping, rolls him up, trying to break the ankle of Abyss. Trying to take the legs out from the big man and retain his gold. By the way, one of Lance Storm's most effective maneuvers, that single leg Boston Crab, has not won him a single match, obviously, because there's no submissions in this league, but he definitely uses it to injure his opponents and wear them down. Oh, clattered him with a guitar. Into the STF, using the guitar across the neck. Abyss counters. Red Shoes obsessed with that piece of metal. Ultimo Dragon's got to leave the ringside area, but he's slowly making his way back. Armbar by the world champ. Let's get a good bird's eye view of it. Abyss now symbolically tapping out, but it's not going to end the matchup. May have broken his wrist. Lance Storm feeling the adrenaline. World champion in his element right now. Off the top. Drop kick to Abyss. Now it's time for Lance Storm to play a little tune. Back into the STF. Abyss taps out. It does him no good. Great camera work to get a close-up of the action, though. Abyss counters. Somehow, some way. Only 6 minutes deep. Given the pacing of the match to this point, an elimination might be nigh. Lance Storm takes him over. Tries to set the competition station back up to perhaps put Abyss through it. Abyss fighting back with rapid-fire punches. Big slam by the champ into an armbar. Trying to force Abyss to play the guitar. Into a cover. 2. No, Abyss kicks out. The fight rages on. Big bulldog by the Monster Abyss, trying to stay in this title fight. Into a giant swing on the champ. Counter to a Hurricane Rana by Lance. Abyss, nice leapfrog. Off the ropes goes Lance Storm. Abyss misses the first swing and the second. Lance doesn't miss the spin kick, though. Doesn't even drop the guitar. If he can be serious for a minute, he's got a couple protest songs for you. Hang on, small package by Abyss. 1, 10, no, not even a 2. Drags him back into the ring. Another giant swing attempt. Didn't have the strength. Tried to smother him into a pin. Couldn't do it. Lance squirms out. Grabs the belt. Gets clocked. Absorbs it. Head scissor takeover to Abyss. Into the cover goes the champ. 2. No, Abyss is out again. What a sequence. Action almost too fast to call. Springboard dropkick by the champ. Into the cover. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, Lance retains! What a champion for Strong Style Wrestling! I just don't like that it cuts out so quickly because I don't like screaming over this screen because there's not a lot of audio. In front of 10,000, almost 11,000 strong. Oh, you were hoping for Abyss, eh? I mean, he hung in there till the end. Really good showing. Definitely worthy of a rematch, like a singles rematch. All right, let me write that down. Lance versus Abyss rematch. Abyss has been a power player for us for most of our run here. Like, he started in a tag team with Raven, moved into a tag team with Bray when Raven first left the promotion, and then after Bray, I think, passed away or something in game. Or no, I think he just left us through contract dispute. We didn't have money to pay him. We shifted him into a single star as a good guy, but now he's a bad guy again, and man, I think he's going to be world champ sooner rather than later. Anyway, his profile suffered after not winning. See, like, it seems like the fans were also behind him as well. We only have him for 4 more weeks. We're going to have to re-sign that big boy. Lance Storm progress. That just means, look, his popularity is 99. That just means he is the biggest thing in wrestling. And our promotion is too small for him, even though we're the biggest professional wrestling promotion in this universe. So pay this no mind. Oh no! Ultimo Dragon has sustained an extremely serious injury in that match and was rushed to the hospital where it's feared he may be paralyzed. His wrestling career is almost certainly over. Oh no! Oh no, I gotta go to Wrestler's Court! Ultimo Dragon is accused Strong Style Wrestling of causing his injury. The case will be heard in court at the nearest opportunity. We're gonna go to Wrestler's Court to end this thing out. Drew McIntyre's profile suffered for losing. Okay. Christian Cage is disappointed that happened. Understandable. Strong Style Wrestling has bolstered their following in Turkey after setting a new attendance record of 10,818. What a show for the Turkish fans. Oh, there is Wrestler's Court. It's coming up next. Yeah. It's kind of a joke based on, like, the concept of, like, a locker room, like, court system where, like, you know, the boys at the time, and it'd be the boys and girls now, but the boys at the time police themselves type of thing. Like a kangaroo court type of thing, basically. But in here, there's an actual quote-unquote court case where they file for or against you. So oh my god. We are at max rating. So we are 99 out of 99 in terms of what we can possibly do as approval ratings go and as like size goes. So that just cements to me that what they said about Lance Storm being hindered by this promotion is butkus, because, like, there's no bigger promotion, there's no bigger champion. We're crushing it. Okay, now let's see if we made any money. This is the rough stuff, because there's only one revenue source, and it's these tickets. No, we made a little bit of money. See, like, with the wages, that's paying everybody in the ring. Expenses, those just happen. So that's about 40 grand, and we made 108. We spent like 106. Sorry, no, we spent like 103. So we made maybe 5 grand. And now this court case is going to cost us about 50. Win or lose, this is going to cost us a lot of money. It's very strange. Like, that's the one part of this game that I'm having issue with. Oh, here we go. Wrestling Revolution popped up and vanquished us in the Philippines, drawing just about 9,800, so we lost the territory there. All American Wrestling's product has come under criticism, so they're losing viewers. Great Two Hotties feud with Drew McIntyre appears to have lost momentum and is no longer over with the fans. That's fine. We're still working on that. The father figures and Greater Than Great are still feuding. You guys were present... you guys were present for each other as managers in the other singles match. I don't know why that doesn't also count. Taz is upset that he wasn't on the show. Well, I'm going to put him on the next one. Conrad Thompson is back to work. Good stuff. Oh yeah, he left because he walked out of that one match. Meanwhile, in the rest of the pro wrestling world, the Great Muta has defeated Jumbo Tsuruta to become the new Super Junior champion, the new junior champ of Rising Sun Puroresu. Federation Online has become more popular in weeks, so they're up to ratings of 86%. Psycho Sid's contract with Federation Online has expired, which may be an ideal time to poach the 39-year-old Psycho Sid. Chris Cyborg has defeated Kurt Angle to become the new heavyweight champion of Weekend Warriors, aka UFC. Congratulations, Cyborg, for defeating Kurt Angle. Okay, got to do a couple of things. If Ultimo Dragon, as you see here, is truly done, and we lost the case to Bobby Heenan, by the way. A similar thing happened, where he, as a manager, was involved in a match so heinous that he lost a hand. You'll excuse me if I got to do this to drag everybody through the roster properly, so that I can put Ultimo Dragon at the bottom. Otherwise, it would like mix up where everybody is. So if you'll just bear with me for a moment here, I got to do a little roster maneuvering before we get to the court session, which we will have to end the show. Okay, so Landstorm retained the gold. That's nice. Taz, our television champion, was left off the show. We're gonna correct that next week. So we're gonna put that belt on the line for sure. Hurdy-gurdy still looking good as our women's champ. Okay. No offense, Ultimo, and no offense, Bobby, but y'all are no longer with us, basically. So I need to find another baby face to replace Ultimo Dragon. So before we do anything else, I'm making a hire. If I click on this, it sorts everyone in the promotion that I'm looking at by how much time they have left under contract to the current promoter. So for example, Terry Funk is available. Keiji Muto available. Awesome Kong. Taka Michinoku in the Rising Sun Press. The problem with this place is a lot of them don't want to leave Japan. So here we got, what? Dino Bravo, Magnum TA. Their junior champion, Juventud Guerrera, not under contract. That's just strange of them. Okay, moving on. Bubba Ray, we've had Bubba Ray. Perry Saturn, I don't want to give you favored nations. Moving on here. Teddy Long, nope, that's not a wrestler. As they said, Psycho Sid's free. That's true. We've had Samoa Joe before. Yeah, big baby face Psycho Sid. Let's give it a shot. Okay, nice to meet you, Psycho Sid. We invited you here to discuss working for Strong Style Wrestling. I apologize for spitting on the microphone. Good gravy. I watched it happen. Okay, zero bonuses. And because you're already a big star, I'll give you the $3,000 a week. Like, I either give you 2,500 or $3,000. I'll try 25 first and see what happens. So a 6-month contract, 2,500 bucks a week. What do you say? We both know I'm worth more than that. Okay, I'm going to try 3. Here you go. If you want that kind of commitment from me, then I need even more of a commitment from you. I'll give you $2,000 to start off. Oh, hang on. Okay, we get one more chance. If they, like, sometimes you'll give them you'll give them an offer and they'll be like, no, thanks. And then you'll either get the chance or they also have the opportunity to be like, all right, we're done here. So I'm going to give them a week in advance and then $3,000 a week for 6 months. What do you say? Nope. This means he would have done it, but we stole Antarctica from Federation Online. So he's being loyal to the brand that is not paying him. They're not paying you, buddy. You're not under contract with them anymore. You shouldn't. Anyway. Who do we have? Nobody here I'm really interested in. So it usually comes to wrestling school, because here I could start people right out of the gate doing something. So I want a baby face. Steve Blackman, what's up? Oh my god. Okay, let's try to bring Kenny Omega back to the promotion. He was here before. Let's see if we can do it again. Fingers crossed, everybody. We're going to try to bring Kenny back. We're going to give him the standard 2,500 deal. See what he does. Since he's been sitting there at wrestling school. Nothing. You get nothing but 2,500 a week. Like everybody else that I'm trying to sign to the same contract. What do you say, Kenny? It's important that I have health coverage. You got it! Most people do! You got it! Health insurance. Ah, I just got done working for them. What assurances do I have that anything would be different? I'll give you $5,000, Kenny. I'll give you $5,000. Kenny. Ah. No money up front, decent weekly wage. Okay, okay. Since you're coming back to the promotion, you get the $3,000 deal. How's that sound? How's that sound, Kenny? Kenny Omega! Oh, wow, that's so nice of you. I appreciate you. Boop, never mind. Ha ha ha. It'll be good to catch up with my old friend Bobby Heenan at Strong Style Wrestling. For as long as Bobby Heenan remains, sure. Kenny, welcome back! Okay. So we have the incredibly talented Kenny Omega returning to the promotion after weeks away. He comes back to us on a guaranteed 6-month contract, sharing health insurance, much like everyone else, and for significantly less money than we were paying him last time. He was like $7,000 a week last time he was under contract with us, and now he's $3,000. Moo-hoo-ha-ha-ha. I think our most expensive one, yeah, still probably staying at 5.5 there. Okay, if you'll just, again, bear with me for a moment. I got to drag him back up to the other green. Green means baby face, means good guy. Purple means bad guy, or heel. There we go. There's our tag teams. There, I kind of put it in pecking order a bit. Here I have it organized by... Oh, it's wrong. Oh, hang on. There we go. The first 4 are the baby faces. The second 4 are the heels, but I should put Hurdy-Gurdy first of the heels because she's the current champ. So Ultimo Dragon probably not coming back, so we got Kenny Omega in their stead. Fantastic. Bobby Heenan also probably not coming back, so we have Coach Emerson here. Again, that's so cruel. We have Coach Emerson here in case Bobby doesn't come back. So we'll see what happens there. I can't terminate their contracts because I'd have to pay out his 27 weeks, and I'd have to pay out Bobby Heenan's. Well, that might not be so bad, paying out his 4 weeks. Otherwise, we'll just let the contracts lapse. But we'll see what happens if we get raked over the coals, because it's time for Wrestler's Court, as we have a court case against Ultimo Dragon. Here we go. Here we go. Proceed. Here we are in court. This court is convened to hear the case against Conrad Thompson. That's Antonio Inoki presiding, head of Rising Sun Puresu. Ultimo Dragon, you press charges, so could you explain why you're here? You were put into a 4-way for the world title. Conrad Thompson broke my body like an action figure for his own entertainment. Oh, we have Rick Steiner from WCW in the background there. Ultimo Dragon injured himself by following his own script, not mine. Interesting, scattered attendance for this one. After hearing what you have to say and reviewing the evidence, this court rules in the favor of... I didn't say the court case would be long. It's just... Here we go. Ultimo Dragon wins! So we gotta pay him out. You preside over an unsafe work environment that sacrifices human bodies. Hey, we have sacrificed no one, okay? Not a single person has died. I order you to pay $6,500 in damages, as well as rolling out health insurance to every other employee. We already had that, so we're good. We're good, baby. So that cost me wages to have them appear, and then expenses. So again, that cost me $40,000 to lose that court case. If I had won the court case, I would have gotten 0 revenue, and it still would have cost me all of the expenses. So I still would have lost $36,000, even if I'd won. So I don't understand why we have them. Some very strange choices, mostly involving keeping your professional wrestling promotion financially solvent. Seem to be a lot of weird choices. Anywho, that's done there. After the third week of September, I'm going to stick around to some of our familiar shores. As you can see, we have all of these as purple, but the actual numbers aren't all that great. So we're going to go... Oh, we hate giants. I'm not going to go there. Not for a little bit. We're going to go to Nunavut and see if they will in fact have Nunavut. They love heels and they hate Hurricane Ranas. We'll see how it goes. And then again, another week of news. All American Wrestling have overcome Weekend Warriors in Scandinavia, getting more purchase. Now 15% of the world there. Bull Nakano is here for work. Heck yeah. Coach Emerson is here for work. Heck yeah. So we got a little more roster stuff to do before we sign out. Super Lucha Libre has poached Bray Wyatt from Hollywood for an estimated $18,600. And fans in Korea now want to see Weekend Warriors wrestling, and they like furniture, and they don't like injuries. Okay. Okay. All right, so, Coach. Hi, buddy. How do I turn you into... Role referee. Perfect. So he has to be a referee. Love it. Costumes. How do I... Hang on 1 second. Costumes, referee. Costumes, referee. It's too bad I couldn't copy this costume and paste it into a different person. Copy referee. Okay, copy referee to coach. No, went the other way. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so copy their referee to Conrad. Oh no! I did it backwards again. Hang on. Now we all have the same referee outfit anyway. Eh, it works. We're all the same outfit. Okay, I still don't want to do that though. Costumes, referee. I like a nice ref shirt. That's not a nice ref shirt to me. What do we got? I mean, hilarious. What if they just dressed fancy? I mean, like Mean Street Posse referee? Son of a gun. This is too funny. Alright, I might have to set up the referee stuff offline, but I just wanted to make sure that they were refs. Oh, safety vest! Hang on, safety vest! Okay, maybe that's it. Alright, how does this work? So, I leave this. I go, Coach Emerson, I would like you to clone the referee of this. Yeah. Okay, done. And then Conrad, I would like your referee, to be copied from Coach Emerson. There. Now all of our referees wear safety vests. That's great. No complaints. Zero things wrong with that. Okay, Kenny Omega is a babyface like we want. Oh, Bull. I wanted to make sure Bull's a babyface. Relations. I can't make her a baby? Okay, I will make sure she's a babyface when she shows up, and I will turn her babyface with a promo. So I'm going to write down that note. Bull Nakano baby promo. Okay. Okay, this was a fantastic week of action. Let's go ahead and check our database. Before we get out of here, let's check the database. Even though we lost our second court case in a row, we still made a bunch of money on the shows we did get to. So we were okay. We were covered for the court case. We're still great as the #1 promotion in the world. And how do I know that? There it is. Most popular brands. We went down a percent because we didn't technically put on a show that week. We just went to court. So Strong Style Wrestling, the most popular brand in the world. Most popular wrestlers in the world. Oh, sorry. That's just for Strong Style. Hang on, let me see if I can do it for everybody. There. Oh. Most popular wrestlers in all of Wrestling Empire. Strong Style Wrestling's champion Lance Storm. And then Tony Khan from All American Wrestling. And then the Giant from us. Bobby Heenan for us. Conrad, the ref for us. So we got 4 to the 5 top spots there. That's pretty good. Strongest is, I know, arbitrary. So it's Conrad Thompson. Way down at 5 is our first appearance. Mark Henry, #1. Mark Henry and Goldberg tied for #1. Most skillful, Conrad. I just boosted his stats to be a bajillion, just to just to have at least one person that was good. There's Bobby Lashley down there at 7, not bad. Most agile wrestlers, yeah, Tony Khan and Aubrey Edwards were part of our original referee corps, and they left us to go to All American Wrestling. Most agile, toughest, most reliable, Bruiser Brody. That's kind of funny if you know Bruiser Brody's history. Great Sasuke, number 2. And then Manami Toyota, Lance Storm, the Giant, Conrad's here. Pretty good showing. Best overall. I mean, if we exclude Conrad, our top showing is... Okay, we can't do Red Shoes. It's the Giant overall is 86, and then 85 for our champ. Highest paid? Nobody from ours is going to be here. Well, I mean, Conrad doesn't make 10.9. I pay myself nothing because I'm the owner. So that's a fake number. All the other, we're not going to get close to that. Most committed. Yeah, Coach Emerson is the longest contract. We also have 9 and 10 with Old Man Sting and Great Sasuke. That's nice. Oldest wrestlers, don't have any of those. Youngest wrestlers, do you have Drew McIntyre at 20? This version of Drew McIntyre is 26. Oh, yeah, sorry. The booking history. Let me see. Booking, yeah, we took over for Paul Heyman in February of 2000. So we will be playing until February of 2002. That'll be 2 years as the under the yoke of this thing. There's our world title history, television title history. I'm just going through this quick. I love that it keeps a lot of this. That's fantastic. Just to show y'all that we're still the most popular brand. All right, as I tab back over here, get my big dumb face front and center. Whee! So I can thank everybody for watching, no matter where or when you happen to be. Wishing everybody out there chill vibes and clear skies. If you happen to find yourself in possession of a plethora of positive energy, please share it if you can spare it. And don't forget about your old pal, the Silent G, Rad Gnarly, this ding dong right here, saying so long for now. Shout out to... Oh, hang on, I gotta scroll. Shout out to Chaos Goat 92 for the raid today. That was very kind of you. Lovely to see Sofinity here. Thank you for the follow as well. Elefantino, thank you so much for stopping by. Nice to see Rocco. Keep scrolling. Nice to see Gaming Master LT. Thank you for coming through as well. This is my favorite. This is my romper room portion of this. I wish I could just like spit out a list of everyone that had like participated in chat rather than scrolling. Rob, thank you so much for hanging out, buddy. Lovely to see you as well. And I think that maybe covers it. If I missed you, I do apologize. Oh, Emery, thank you so much as always for hanging before you went to sleep. I know the time difference is crazy because I believe you're in Lithuania. I mean, I believe that because it's true. I'm scrolling to see if I see any more unique names. And the only other unique name I see is the one that I banned because it's trying to sell me some nonsense. So we are good. I would like to thank everybody for watching. Once again, I am done for this broadcasting week. I am back on the air Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I will be once again heading up my retail rental empire, or not a retail, my rental empire as a bear. And we play Bear and Breakfast. I am managing up to 5 different rental properties, making sure my guests are content for their 1 or 2 night stays. It is adorably cozy. It is a fun little time. I hope to see you there Monday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard. Until such time, thank you so much for hanging. We're going to find somebody to spread a little love to on our way out of here. Enjoy your weekend, everybody. Let's go say hi to Boos. And ta-ta for meow.